power. Like, well, yeah, what do you mean you've lost power? He goes, I've lost fucking power. I can't accelerate and I can't brake. We're like, what do you mean you can't brake? He goes, the brakes aren't working. We're like, fuck. Hit the fucking button. Hit the button. Hit the button. Pussies! What up, pussies? We back, bitches. You motherfuckers missed us, man. I got a couple DMs from people saying, where am I going to get, like, shout out Meg. He's like, where am I going to get my info from now? I'm like, you have to wait 1 week, bro. 1 week. What's been going on?
Woo! Yeah, baby.
This guy's awake for once. Fucking hell.
Woo. I'm feeling good, man. I am still tired, but I feel good. Life's good, man. Feels good to be back. It's hard, man. Taking a week off is actually hard.
It was the worst. It felt weird.
It's hard to get the ball rolling again.
It felt no, it just felt weird, like because
and you just fall out of it a little bit, man. But it feels good, feels natural, and this is like old times, man. We're a man down.
Yes, so
Joey's not here.
Do you have him on Snapchat?
Yes,
the poor cunt. So shout out to
I don't use Snapchat, so I might have missed. I don't
well,
know
shout out to our co-host Joey K.
He's been in Bali.
He's fucking hospitalized himself.
Is he?
Yeah, he was in hospital. I think he got released today.
What happened?
His tattoo.
Oh, I saw him getting a tattoo. I saw.
So this, I'm sure he'll talk about it when he's back. But fuck, so I won't say too much. But this fucking crazy cunt did 3 days of tattooing straight. And he was just popping like a whole bunch of tremadols and shit to try like numb the pain.
My mate's done that.
The cunt was fucking just out of it. The Snapchats, he's like literally out of it. I was like, bro, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, you are a fucking animal, bro. So because they just do it 3 days in a row there, right, of like 8, 9, 10 hour sessions, the cunt's leg by the 3rd day was swollen up like a balloon, bro. His ankle was like that fat. Like no cap. It was like fucking like a balloon. So yeah, then he I don't know if it started happening when he got back to Oz or if it was in Bali still, but then his tattoo like started leaking pus and shit. Yeah. Like full.
Well, you got to be careful, but I've had homies do that. They go, Holloway did that. They just go, and my mate Lachlan too, they get all tattoos in one go.
Yeah.
But because it's cheap, but man, you got to be careful over there. You know, it's not as clean, not as many regulations. But I don't know, as well, a lot of people who go and do that, you're not supposed to go in water and shit. But people, they're on holiday and they don't care. They start fucking around. They go in water straight away after they got their tattoo.
Everyone knows
in the sun. They're in the sun for fucking.
You can't do
but,
that.
you know, and they can fuck it up. So I don't know. Well, hopefully you're right, Joey, man.
No, you'll be back.
Talk about your trip. It looks fun, man, when you come back.
I'm sure it was a big culture shock. I don't know if he's been there before or not. I've been to Thailand and it was a real weird culture shock. But we'll talk about that with Joey's on anyway. So any updates from you? What have you been doing?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No updates from me, man. I'm just happy to be here. Same old.
Man, I'll be honest, man. I've just got no interest in making music, eh?
I know. Like, I've been waiting on you to fucking make some songs for me.
I'll do those songs this weekend because I've finally got home. But I've just got, I don't know what it is. Like I still love it, and it's what I want to do. But because I've been so focused on other things, like I'm trying to, like especially with the trading and that, like I'm trying to make money. Like I want us to be rich, and so I'm picking that over making music. Don't get me wrong, I still love making beats and that, but I've just been so focused on the trading and trying to learn that skill. Like it's been pretty crazy. Like
well, that's how I felt. I felt the exact same way. Like that's why I was saying music on the back burner. Just now I'm getting back into it. Just now I'm doing features and wanting to record and stuff. But like, it's a lot easier for me than it is for you to get back into it because I'm just rapping over other people's beats. You're fucking making everything from scratch. So it's a higher barrier to entry for you, I feel like.
I don't know. I don't think, for me personally, I don't think it's like higher entry. It's just I'm so
focused on other stuff, man.
I just want to get good. You do this every time.
Yeah, anyway. But look, that's why I like the podcast because this is our outlet. You know, we can kind of put music on the back burner, but people are still fucking with us, and the podcast's been popping off lately.
Yeah, they have been. But yeah, I've just because I want to get good at trading so bad, like so bad. I want to get good at it to the point where I can then finally just like do whatever I want with my life. Like, you know what I mean? Like not even, again, I've mentioned this before, but like not, it doesn't necessarily have to be like making 40 grand a day like these crazy multimillionaire traders do. It's just a couple bucks so I can just finally put my feet up and go, yes. Like, I follow this trader named Aaron Trades. He just basically travels around trading, and he's come to Brisbane. So he's just living in Brisbane with his little laptop, and he goes live on YouTube and that, and he, like, just shit like that. I think it's so cool how he's just always, not that I'd be on the move, but just that lifestyle of just being able to do whatever you want. The thing that sucks too is that New York doesn't open till midnight for us. So it's so hard. I've been trying to stay awake for New York to try catch some trades for New York, and it's been fucking so hard, bro. Because I work, and then it gets to about 11:30, and I'm sitting on the computer like this. I'm going, I'm like full dribbling and shit. It's fucked.
You're getting good at it. I mean, I've seen your progress, and you just got to keep going.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. You can kind of put music on the back burner, because once you do that, you'll have the time to do whatever you want anyway.
Yeah, well, that's the plan anyway.
Well,
that's the plan anyway.
Beer review again. Goat beer. I went to Holloway, did a show. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah, how'd that go? Good.
We went. All the boys went. Pierce took me, and I went to Pierce's house, and he had this fucking thing, and it tastes all right. It was okay. You want to try?
Give me a sip.
It's not bad, man, but it's not that good either. It's like it's another Jezza beer. I feel
That's
like
disgusting, Pierce.
You don't like it?
No. Drink a fucking real beer, you pussies. What's with all this ale shit? Jezza, Pierce, what? Why?
My taste in beers are kind of changing, a little bit. I've been experimenting a bit more. I don't mind this kind of stuff. Man.
The only thing I don't like about beer is the chronic headache you get once you hit like beer 15 or 16. That's the only shit thing. But anyway, so how was the Holloway show? It looked good.
It was good, man. It was
chill.
fun.
It looked chill.
We have to get him on again, because the first time he was on was unluckiest man alive.
Yeah, and then he comes.
This guy is fucking cursed.
God. I don't know. I don't even want to.
Everything that could go wrong went wrong at that show.
Are you kidding me?
But it was good. He ended up performing, which is good. I don't want to say too much, because we'll get him on and he will talk about it.
Oh my God.
But yeah, it was.
Are you kidding me?
More than you can imagine. He's cursed. He is cursed. He is genuinely cursed. And
it's like everything in the universe just doesn't want him to do what he's doing.
Anything, he's just got bad luck, man. And it's not even just him. Like the whole night for everybody, there was a lot of us. It was a big fucking.
Really? I'm curious, man. I want to know now.
You won't believe your ears, man. Like the shit that happens is just so bizarre. Like,
now I'm so curious.
Well, what? So we went in 2 cars, right?
Yeah.
Well, a couple cars. There was a lot of us. So they went one group. There was a few different groups. I went with Pierce and Pierce's car. We were fine. We had no trouble because we parked. We got a parking spot right next to the venue. But the other guys, they got there before us or something. They ended up parking in like a undercover parking lot. And by the time we had to leave, the garage was closed and their cars were locked inside and they couldn't get out.
God.
That's just one of the many things. And we got to the show. Holloway had a hard drive. They told him to put his music on a hard drive. He gets there and they're using Macs and the hard drive's not working. So he was supposed to perform first, but someone else went first because it was taking, like, it was a fuck around. It wasn't working.
Kidding me. What the hell do you
Luckily, there was someone who had a fucking Windows PC that was there and they were able to swap it over to a USB and it ended up working. But anyway,
what do you mean a hard drive?
Like
I've never
hard drive. You plug into the fucking,
like a USB or an actual computer hard drive.
like a hard drive. It was like, I don't know what it was, like a little black box. Like
a hard drive. The one in my computer. I've never done a show in my life with a fucking hard drive, bro. In my life. And I've done a couple shows. I've never done one with a fucking hard drive.
Yeah, well,
it's all USB, man.
A USB would be easier, but that's what they told him. So the hard drive.
What? Okay, we'll just save it for Holloway to explain.
Everything that went wrong could have gone wrong.
Jesus Christ. So Holloway from the label did the show.
It was a good show. Man. It was a small venue. It was a few people though. It was good.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's fun, good. By Steven also dropped a song, Tags on Tags.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Check it out.
He's very modern.
Good.
I love his style. Modern. He's very good at being able to get the modern flavor and then twist it a little bit. It's great. Like it's not just like a modern radio song, but it can kind of sound like one. You know what I mean?
He's just got a very different style to anyone else on the label. He's very he's very in tune with what's hot. What's in the public space. You know what I mean?
He's good at the TikToks and that too. That's why I know it's hard.
Very good.
I know it's hard coming up with content, but he needs to somehow keep at it, even just like once a day. But it's so hard, especially with music. That's what's hard. It's so hard to make music content. Like, what, you can't just keep posting the same little snippets of like little shitty beats that you're making. It's fucked. Like, you just lose so much interest. It's like music, man, it's the world's hardest game. It's the world's hardest, like, fucking grind, I reckon, man, straight up. Like, it is fucking hard. Difficult. Like, with music, have you noticed you never see people who are on the grind to greatness? It's already people that are big and then us. There's no in between. Have you noticed that? That's the weird thing about music. See, different with trade.
True.
You know what I mean? Think of it. What Instagram or YouTuber do you know that's like on the journey and he's kind of already got like a couple 100,000 followers and he's like, none. There's no one. They're either already famous and big and popping off on YouTube and that, or it's people like us.
I don't know though, actually, because I consider a couple 100,000 people. That's already successful. You're already making money doing that.
Yeah, are you though?
A lot of money, man.
No, I don't know, man. Think of it. You just get a couple 100,000 streams on a song. You make fuck all.
Yeah, but it's about like also once you have a couple 100,000, you do the merch, you do all that shit. And that's how you make your money, man. I couldn't believe what really inspired me was Chris Webby. I follow a dude. I love his music. His name's Chris Webby. He's a cool dude, very good music, and he's pretty big now. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of Chris Webby, but like not as famous as you would think. Not like everyone in the street knows who he is. But I saw his house. You could see like he does video clips in his house and shit. This guy's got a full fucking arcade in his house, like proper full on arcade.
How much money does this kind of?
But that's what I'm saying. But he's not that famous. And the same thing with guys like Mercules and shit. These rappers, they're at a pretty high level, but they're not as famous as you'd think. But they're living fucking great, man. They got mansions, everything. And they, you look at their Spotify's, it's not like freaking millions and millions of people. It's just under a million, usually a couple 100,000.
Surely they'd have other avenues, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Clothes, brands.
That's what I'm saying. If music streaming is never an income. It's fucking dog shit. I don't even think fucking Drake's making that much money from his Spotify. I guarantee you it's different shit. Music streaming is the fucking bare minimum. Everyone does other shit. But once you have that couple 100,000, they're going to buy into other shit. That's where you make your money.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we're still around. The music's still coming. It's coming for me too. Don't worry, I'll get that spark back. But I'm like I said, I'm trying to learn some new fucking things. Because if I'm eating good, we all eating good. So fucking remember that. So all of you motherfuckers, cross your fingers that I fucking do this shit.
I got a song coming very soon. I'm getting Holloway to mix and master it because you'll fucking take too long. Yeah, other guys I'm not available for until end of March.
I'm unfocused right now.
And I've done a lot of features for people. I've done one for Moby. I've done one for Personal Space. I've done a few, but everyone takes so long, and I haven't dropped since last year. And I want to drop something, but the right beat hasn't come and shit. But shout out M16. I found he sent me a cool beat that I really fucking vibed with. So I recorded it. I went to get it mixed and mastered by my normal guy who's not you, and he's not available till end of the month. So I was like, fuck this. And I sent Holloway a message. I know you can mix and master. I said, bro, do you want to have a crack at this? He was like, yeah, fuck, I'll do it. So he's going to get it done this weekend. So I should have a song soon, man. Very soon.
It's coming. Okay, so do you want to hear what happened to me while we had a break last week from FireCast? Do you want to hear what happened to me?
You don't have a choice.
On my road trip.
But yes, I want to hear what happened on your road trip. Where'd you go? South Australia or something?
This is going to be probably hands down the road trip from hell. This is the worst road trip I've ever been in my life. Now, what I'm about to tell you, you're not going to believe how unlucky we got. I feel like Holloway right now, like with the luck that we had. It was unbelievable.
What happened?
Couldn't believe it. All right, so we go up there. We take two cars, right? My brother-in-law Jeep Wrangler and my father-in-law's Pajero, all right? Happy days. We get up there. It's about a 15, 16-hour drive. We did it in about maybe the first day. We left Thursday morning at 3 a.m. and got there at like 8:30 p.m. in South Australia. Right? That's a big fucking drive. Anyway, so we got up there, happy days, all good, right? South Australia's a pretty cool place, really chilled. It's the number one state in the country for like wineries. So everyone there's a grape farmer. It's all just grapes and cherries and what do you make wine with? Grapes? Yeah, grapes. It's all just grape farms. And I'm talking grapes you can see like until the horizon, bro. Like literally, as far as the eye can see, it's just fucking fields of grapes. It was fucking cool. Anyway, happy days, whatever. come home. we left Monday morning at 1 a.m. Right, 1 a.m. Okay.
So this is on the way back.
Oh, this is on the way back now, right? We left at 1 a.m. and me and my missus probably went to sleep at like 10:30 p.m. the night before. I'm pretty sure everyone did. So we're all on like 3-4 hours sleep, right? We're fucked. You're already starting off the day horrible because you're tired as fuck, whatever. All right, leave at 1 a.m. We've got to drive an hour out the way to go pick up my brother-in-law and sister-in-law. Wait, is it my sister-in-law? Yeah, my brother-in-law's partner. Is that your sister-in-law or is that just...
No.
Oh, okay. Well, my brother-in-law and
I
then...
think so.
My brother-in-law and then his partner, right? We had to go an hour out the way to pick them up, right? Because they were staying with my brother-in-law's partner's brother, right? So they were with their family, like with her family and that. Yeah. So it's an hour, right? 50 fucking minutes out the way. So we're like, all right, we'll go pick him, we'll go get him, whatever, meet him, and then we drive together. So we've already added an hour to the fucking trip. All right, so we're driving, all right, happy days, right? So my brother-in-law drives from about 1 a.m. to about 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m. We stop for a toilet break and then I jump in the driver's seat because the cunt's tired as fuck, right? I'm tired as fuck as well, right? Mind you, I've never been in that state driving in my life. I was like, I regret doing it. That was so like unsafe. So I'm driving, right? At this point, I'm driving for a couple of hours and I don't even, that's how tired I was. I don't really remember any of this, but I'm driving, right? And it just got to the point where like, I was just like having... Like, you know when you blink, but every time it's taken longer for me to open my fucking eyes?
Right.
Yeah. So I'm doing that shit. I'm like, fuck. But I'm like, fuck, do I really want to... And then my sister-in-law, so my partner's sister's driving the other car now, right? So we've all done a driver swap. And I'm like, fuck, nah, I got to keep driving so everyone can kind of rest and then I can sleep when they get up. I'll just try to drive to like sunrise. Fucking sunrise is still another fucking 3-4 hours away, right? So I'm trying to fucking do this, right? And then as soon as I got the thought in my brain that... As soon as my brain said, look, man, I'm too tired for this shit, that's when I was like, all right, I've got to make the call because I'm going to fucking fall asleep at the wheel. As I've gone to pick up the fucking, the radio, the two-way, I just hear my sister-in-law just go, Iggy, we need to stop. I'm fucking falling asleep at the wheel. I didn't even notice this, but my father-in-law said apparently she was like full swerving all over the road and shit. I didn't even notice it. That's how tired I was. So we stopped, whatever. All right, another maybe 10, 11 hours down the road, right? Happy days. We get to Yass. Yass is about 3 hours and 50 minutes from St. Clair. All right, so 4 hours, we'll just say. We're like, yeah, we're only 4 hours away, hooray, whatever. My brother-in-law's driving again. We're driving along on the highway, surrounded by trucks and that, and then he just goes, I've lost power. We're like, well, yeah, what do you mean you've lost power? He goes, I've lost fucking power. I can't accelerate and I can't brake. We're like, what do you mean you can't brake? He goes, the brakes aren't working. We're like, fuck. So we told Radio the other car, and we then go over into the dead lane. And we're just kind of gradually rolling as we try to come to a stop. And like kind of, you know when you don't have power steering in your car, it's really hard to turn the wheel. Yeah. That's what his brakes were doing. It was really hard to press on his brakes. So we finally come to a stop. We're like, fuck, what the hell? Can't get his car started again. We're like, fuck, all right, whatever. So we come up with a couple of ideas and then we go, all right, fuck it. We'll just tow his car with my father-in-law's Pajero to the nearest like servo or to wherever. Right? The nearest servo was like 15 kilometers away. So we're like, all right, whatever. We getting towed. All right, happy days. I got pictures and shit. I'll put a picture on the YouTube video. I'll show you this picture of how we're getting towed down the fucking highway, bro. I know your eyesight's pretty bad, but can you see that? Right, we're getting towed, right? And we're like, yay, we're almost home, whatever, right? And then all of a sudden, my father-in-law, maybe 30 minutes into the tow, you just hear on the radio, my father-in-law, he just goes, I've just lost power.
Oh my God.
And we're kind of like, no, you didn't, whatever, just like laughing. And he goes, no, I've just lost power. I can't accelerate or brake. And all you see from his car is black smoke.
Oh my God.
Just coming. And I was like, fucking again, pull over on the side of this highway, bro. There's trucks coming 120 kilometers an hour, bro. Vroom, like full shaking the car. We're on the side of the fucking highway. It's like now 4 o'clock, 4:30. We're going, fuck. What the fuck do we do now? Both the cars aren't starting. We were stuck, bro. We were like literally stuck. We ended up having to like call a bunch of people. So I ended up getting my Walter to pick us up. So my stepdad, I rang mum straight away, obviously. I'm like, look, I'm like, mum, we're fucking literally stranded. We're going to need a lift. She goes, oh, yeah, no worries. Like, where are you? I'm like, yes. She goes, what? She goes, yes. That's like fucking 4 hours away. I'm like, we're literally stuck. Both the cars are break. She's like, how the fuck can both the cars break down? I'm like, I don't know. So we ended up having to wait for Walter to come get us.
I saw that. I saw him asking for your location.
Yes.
I was like, what is that about? What the fuck are you doing?
So he had to come pick us up, bro. We were on. He didn't get there till like fucking 10:30 at night. We were on the side of the fucking highway, bro.
4 hours he was sitting on the...
probably a little bit more. Bro, I was that bored, bro. Again, shout out Kyle Whitehill. I was that bored. Me and him were just talking about fishing and that. I ended up looking on the side of the highway. There's like a little brown sewerage pond. So I just set up my rod. I'm just sitting there going for a flick. There's fucking nothing. There was like turtles and shit in there, but I'm just fucking going for a flick in there with that board, bro. Oh, it was a nightmare, man. It was a fucking nightmare. Both their cars are fucked now.
Well, how'd you all get home?
So Walter come and got me, Nathan, Chevy, and Chloe, and then Carlos's mum come and got Carlos, Jessica, and Karen, my mother-in-law, and then my father-in-law, the poor cunt, wanted to stay there at the highway to at least to get not his car, Nathan's car, because his car wasn't insured.
Oh my god! So how'd he get home?
So he waited there. So he rung one of his good mates, who lives in fucking Currajong, which is already like an hour drive from St. Clair out the way. So he's got a car trailer. So he rung him and asked him to come grab it. He's like, yeah, I can get it for you, but I'm not going to be like another 4 hours or whatever. So we're like, fuck. And I'm like, fuck, is it really that worth it, man? Just fucking don't worry about the car. And then he's like, nah, but like they were worried in case because it wasn't insured. If something happened to Nathan's car, it's gone. So I'm like, fuck. So the poor cunt waited there. Didn't get home until like 4 a.m. We got home at like what, fucking maybe midnight?
Well,
maybe just before midnight?
I did not know that.
Yep.
What day was this?
This is on fucking Monday. So I'm supposed to go to work on Tuesday, mind you. But I called in sick at like midday. I was like, I'm not coming in. I'm like, I've still got like fucking... This is before we broke down too. I was like, I'm not coming to work. We still got like fucking 8 hours of driving.
Why didn't you catch a plane, man?
It's a road trip, man. Like, it's a road trip. Like, it's a fucking road trip. Before that, it was great fun. That's the thing. Like, okay, like the last couple hours, it gets a bit rough because you're over it.
Is it that fun though? How fun can it be?
Yeah, it was rough.
You're sitting in a car.
It was rough, bro. It was rough. But I think that's why I said the next time I ever road trip, I'm not doing it unless you're like
in a van.
Like a van,
a decked out van.
If something happens, you can just fucking sleep. Who cares? Sleep, shower. If you got water, cook food. Fuck, you can even fucking hook up a laptop in your van and get Wi-Fi and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Man, that sounds terrible.
Man, it was rough. It was fucking rough. Never road tripping again.
I've never really done a road trip.
If any of you guys have any fucking road trip stories, bro, let us know. But fuck.
We've driven to Queensland a couple times.
That's it. That's all we've done.
But it's not a road trip. Like, we're young kids and shit sitting in there. I can't believe we did that too. Fuck that.
It's
fuck sitting in the car for that long ever again.
Fucking rough.
Just catch a plane, man.
See, but the thing that's fucked is too that because when you go flying, it's even worse.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
What are you talking about?
Mate, have you flown...
You get to South Australia in an hour.
I'm not talking about fucking domestic, man.
Oh, international.
I'm talking international when you're on the plane for fucking 20 hours, mate. It is... You can't even... It's unbearable. It's unbearable. You're that sweaty.
Is it worse in a car, though? It's the same.
I don't know, man. I think it's a bit worse, bro. At least in a car, you're on the ground safe and you can stop whenever you want.
In a plane, you can stand up,
walk
back and forth, go to the toilet.
The turbulence.
You get food.
Turbulence constantly.
You don't know what
if the plane goes down, no one's surviving that. You could survive a car crash.
Yeah, unlikely that is to happen, though.
Yeah, but it happens.
Your car, you can die in a car crash, too, just as more likely than a plane crash.
Well, yeah, they say that you're more likely to win the lottery than die in a plane crash.
Yeah, 100%.
That's fucking crazy, man. It's just the turbulence is fucking scary.
Yeah, I mean, a plane, it is, if you're sitting next to a stranger, especially, like...
Right, and you're like literally this close to the guy and it's fucked. Oh my, and then they start snoring and shit. It's fucking...
Wow, I did not know that.
Yes.
I did not know that at all.
So my trip was great, but a rough ending. I went for a fish up there too. It was cool. Caught like a little fucking weird little thing, like a spotty fish. There was a fucking seal, like a New Zealand fur seal.
Oh wow!
Swimming right in front of me and shit. My missus got that scared. She bolted out the water because at first I thought it was a shark because I just saw a black shadow, and it was like literally right in front of me, like from me to the camera. I was like, hey, I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, is that a fucking shark? And then all you see is the seal pop up. So it's probably waiting for me to hook a fish and then take my fish.
They're pretty dangerous too, then.
Oh yeah, they could fuck you up.
They got
could
sharp
fuck.
teeth.
Have you seen the video of the fucking guys at the beach when the seal starts attacking the little kid?
No.
And then the guy grabs the seal and like yeets it back into the water and it's like full flipping through the air and shit, bro.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's just fucking crazy. But yeah, that was that's why we missed out on an episode of FireCast, guys, because I was stranded on the side of the highway. So,
I did not know that. I saw we have a family group chat. I saw our stepdad asking for his location. I was like, what, is he getting picked up from a fucking party or something? Like, I don't know. I thought it was a bit strange. I was like, anyway, fuck that,
well,
man.
you got Facebook again.
Only for the messenger.
Oh, messenger.
It's just the Facebook I have for advertising because you need a Facebook account for Instagram advertising.
To make Instagram.
Did you know that?
Yeah, of course I knew that.
And then since my Facebook got fucking blocked and shit, I had to make a new one. So I got no profile picture and shit.
Yeah, but I swear I ran the Insta ad a couple of weeks ago, and there's now an option where it says you can just add your like card details just through Instagram now. I think there's an option now where it says advertise without Facebook. I think.
I haven't advertised in a long time.
Yeah, I ran an ad a couple of weeks ago on Insta, but not Facebook because it gave me the option. So I think anyway. I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, but when I was because I had anyway, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I got no. I don't use Facebook at all. It's just an account. And then since I had that account, I was like, fuck it. Mum kept telling me to get the fucking family thing. I was like, all right, fuck. Well, I'll just add this one. So it's just I got no friends, nothing. It's just I can see the messages now and say shit. Do you watch, what have you been watching on TV, man? You watch Netflix as well?
Last of Us, that's it.
Last of Us, I haven't seen that yet. I love that guy though.
Oh man, he's great.
I've been watching a show called Physical 100 on Netflix. It's a reality show. It's South Korean reality show, but it's like Blue Lock in real life.
Are you kidding me?
It's fucking mad.
Really?
But what it is, right? They get 100 people. A lot of them are like big, massive bodybuilders and shit, but it's not just that. Like, it's a show to determine what's the best, most body type. What's the best, who's the most fit. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of like big bodybuilders, but there's also like cheerleaders and girls who just have a normal physique. Like they're fit, very fit, but they don't look, they're just normal, active people. Yeah. And they do like challenges and shit and get eliminated to see who fucking, it is fucking mad, bro. Me and Rose have been watching it. It's fucking crazy. Yeah. And it's like Blue Lock. They have like a voiceover, like it's like an eye that pops up and talks to them and says what the next challenge is and shit. Oh my god, it's like Squid Games type shit. Yeah, it is like Squid Games. Like, and the challenges and the set pieces they do are fucking crazy. And I thought it was fucking mad. It's a great show. We're still watching it. But like, there's one challenge where they had to pull a 1.5 ton like ship in the team. Like they're in a team and they're pulling this massive like pirate ship on sand. It's brutal shit they gotta do. Like, it's awesome, man. You should watch it. Physical 100. If you watch Netflix.
Did you watch Squid Games?
No, I haven't. I haven't watched it.
Kidding me, man?
I haven't watched it.
Fucking hell, you're so out of tune with all the shit.
It's hard for us to get into shows, man.
Well,
really
fucking, I was going to ask, do you think that actually happens? Because, so you haven't watched it, so.
No.
Squid Games.
I know the premise.
So I'm sure every time I watched it, it was the most popular show that come out, right? So anyway. So the whole point was they captured the fucking little dudes and.
The little dudes.
There was someone set them up to win heaps of money while playing games that involve with their life, right? But then the whole time it turned out that there was like these rich elite people that were in like a room wearing like masks and doing weird shit, watching them and like making bets and shit on the humans and that. That's what I was going to ask. Like, do you reckon that shit's probably fucking real, right? The elites, like, same with like, has always been, have you noticed there's always movies and shows about rich people that let out real people into the forest and they hunt them? Like, why does every show say that same thing? Someone gets released into the forest and like, because it's fucking got to be some sort of truth behind that, right?
Yeah, I believe it, but you don't really hear about it.
Like, of course you don't hear about it, bro. That shit would be kept that under wraps, man.
But like, other stuff always leaks through the cracks, but there's never really any conspiracies like that shit. Not that I know of, at least. Like,
same with what show was I watching?
I'm sure they do that though.
Was it not Outer Banks? Fuck, what show was it?
Fuck, man.
There was a show I was watching with my missus. Oh, You. Have you been watching?
Oh, yeah,
did
I
you watch
watched You,
the new
yeah.
season of You, season 3?
The first 2 episodes or something I've seen so far.
Bro, they do similar shit in that.
Do they?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, when you get to the end, fuck yeah. Same thing. Cunts getting like hunted in the forest and shit. It's fucking.
Oh, wow.
It's a weird little message that they're like trying to send, man. It's just fucking. I don't know.
I'm sure it goes on.
It's gotta happen, bro. It's gotta fucking happen. I've got
Yeah, you got topics. I got a few topics, man.
I don't have many.
I say man way too much. I noticed in this. It's just I can't help it.
I'm gonna give you
I'm gonna
guys.
try say it less, but
I'm gonna give you guys fucking tips on what to do. Oh fuck, what to do if you're encountered by dangerous animals. So remember this. This could save your life one day, and you can thank FriendlyFire and the FireCast. Where the fuck is it? And you can thank the FireCast for saving your fucking life. Here we go, boys. All right, guys, I'm going to give you 10 useful tips that could help save your life. Okay, if you're getting chased by an alligator, do not run in a zigzag. That is a myth. They're not stupid, and they can run up to 35 miles per hour. So, I think any animal, don't run in a fucking zigzag. I think the only time you want to run in a zigzag is if you're getting chased by a guy with a fucking gun, right? That's it. Well, how fast is 35 miles per hour in kilometers per hour? If you can give me a quick Google.
hey Google, how much is 35 miles per hour in kilometers per hour?
35 miles per hour is equal to 56.327
Holy.
kilometers per hour.
50 k's an hour. Imagine the fucking gator. Like,
Can they really run that fast?
that's crazy. How fast can an average human run?
Not that fast. 40. I think Usain Bolt's like 30 something.
Wow. So they're actually faster
Top
than
speed.
humans.
Yeah,
Ooh. That's an alligator, though. Crocs, I think, are a bit way bigger and slower.
if I'm not mistaken. Hey Google. Hey Google, bitch. How fast can a human run?
These are the top results.
Is it possible for human to run at 40 k's per hour?
No way.
It didn't just give me an answer because I said bitch and it picked it up. But it said Usain Bolt 24 miles per hour. What?
So that's about...
Wait, Usain Bolt can run at a max speed of around 27 miles per hour.
So what's 27 miles per hour?
Hey Google, what's 27 miles per hour in kilometers per hour?
27 miles per hour is 43.452
Fuck.
kilometers.
So the only person who can maybe outrun a gator is Usain Bolt.
But the gator was what, 57 or something, right?
Yeah.
No, that's
That's
still a lot
fucking
faster.
insane,
That's over
man.
10 k's
That is
faster.
insane. So remember that one. If you're getting chased by a gator too, it's probably like in a swamp or a beach where it's like hard to run and your feet like and this thing's just going whoosh, whoosh. Okay, next tip. Sleep with the door closed. Fires, while you can sleep, can leave your room almost completely untouched if closed. I did not know that.
What?
So if
fire-
if there's a house fire, you could possibly survive it if your door's closed.
Oh.
But then again, couldn't smoke come underneath and wake you up anyway and give you smoke inhalation? Maybe.
Probably.
I'd assume so.
That's a lot of the biggest killers in fires.
Yeah,
is
it's the smoke. It's not even the fire itself.
But yeah, that's true. You know, it's funny you say that because I think it was yesterday at work. At work, right? There's always these shutters that cut off certain sections of the store, but they're always rolled up and they're never down ever. But then some of my colleagues were talking. They were telling me that they're for a fire. So if a fire starts in the store,
You close it.
they come down automatically.
Yeah.
And they section off bits
Yeah, because
of the
then
store.
you can try save different
Trap the
parts.
fire,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, okay. Next one. If you ever come face to face with a mountain lion, don't turn around, just walk backwards. They will be waiting for you to turn your back before they attack.
I think that's cap.
Nah, man. I think if it's pissed off enough or hungry enough, it's going to
Yeah, that's
attack
what
you
I'm saying.
anyway. There's so many stories of fucking people walking on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and they get attacked by pumas and shit. Joe Rogan, I'm pretty sure, had his dog eaten by a fucking puma doing that walk. Yeah. Yeah. That's fucking crazy, bro. Fuck
Yeah,
that
they're
shit.
scary, man.
Yeah. If you're ever trapped in a car, the headrest pole is made of a material that's designed to smash the car window. So you know that the headrests of your car, you can pull them out, and the little silver poles just jam them into your window, will bust your window right open.
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
Yep. So remember that one. I feel like that is the most likely to happen to someone out of all these fucking scenarios, and maybe the house fires. Okay, if a moose is in the middle of the road, this is fucking obvious. It's better to just swerve around it into a ditch because hitting a moose is like hitting a brick wall.
Yeah, I've heard that before. It's even with some kangaroos.
Oh, a kangaroo will fuck your car right up. Fuck yeah. And use this helpful rhyme to remember what to do in the event of facing each different species of bear. All right? If it's brown, lay down. If it's black, fight back. And if it's white, good night. You should put a little jingle over that. Wait. If it's brown, lay down. If it's black, fight back. If it's white, good night. So yeah, apparently brown bears. I don't understand why you would lay down if it's a brown bear because that's just fucking stupid. Either case, I'm running. Everyone knows you got to run and try like scare it off and run. I'm not going to lay down. I know black bears are fucking vicious as fuck, and apparently out of all the bears, polar bears are the most gnarly. Apparently they're fucking insane. Last one, if you're lost in the woods, always follow the water downstream. It's going to lead to somewhere. Oh, sorry, there's 2 more. Oh my God, there's heaps. I'm an idiot. If you ever see square waves in the ocean, get out immediately. There's no explanation or context to it. It's just a picture.
Where are you getting this shit from? Where did you see this on Instagram or something?
I told you, the book of FriendlyFire. So square waves, I'll post a picture of that one because that one could save someone's life at the beach. I've never seen square waves in my life.
I've never seen square waves either.
If you need to break a car window, aim for the edges and corners because it's weaker than the center. Okay, that's kind of fucking obvious. And if you have to perform CPR, follow the beat of Staying Alive.
Yeah, I've heard that before too.
Suck my cock, suck my cock. Yeah, that's it, man. Remember those fucking little tips. Save your life one day.
Well, you heard it here first. If you're ever in any of these very unlikely scenarios,
I think the most likely out of all of them would be the bears.
All the square waves, whatever that is. But
because there's bears all over Australia, so that's fucked.
Have you seen the new AI Microsoft search engine with Bing?
What's it called?
Bing. You know Bing, the search engine? The
Bing.
shit one that no one uses. Bing.
Yeah.
Bing. Microsoft Bing.
Bing,
search
bang,
engine.
bang,
Microsoft search engine.
They got their own Bing bot.
They're using AI now as it was part of the search engine, and it's like fucking crazy. You know, ChatGPT took 2 months to reach 100 million users. 2 months. And so with this new, what this new chat AI Bing search engine is, so you can go on Bing and it'll have the normal search engine where you type something in the bar and then it brings up web pages and shit. But there's also a chat bot section where you can go, you change it to the chat bot and you can type in shit and it'll go. So some guys asked it, I saw a video, some guys asked it, how many backpacks of this backpack can fit in a Tesla trunk? And the AI bot got the measurements of the backpacks and measured the trunk and gave him a exact answer of how many backpacks can fit in this. It's a very specific thing. How many, and this is my prediction, right? Black Mirror shit. In the future, mark my words, this is going to happen. In the future, instead of opening up Google and it's going to be, you type in something, all these search pages and pages and pages of links pop up, what it's going to be, right?
They give you just a straight answer.
You click on Google and it's just going to be like a little AI thing. You say what you want or you type what you want and it'll bring you exactly what you're looking for. That's what the internet's going to be in the future. I guarantee it. You see it in sci-fi, everything that makes sense. And now that I've seen this, I feel like that's how it's going to be. We're not going to type in shit and have all these fucking links we have to sort through. It's just you're going to tell it exactly what you want. It'll scour the internet and bring you what you asked for. It'll give you straight answers. There won't be no more typing in the fucking search bar.
Yeah, well, fuck.
I guarantee you it's going to happen.
Well, you're the next Nostradamus or whatever the fuck. You fucking called the Project Bluebeam and now it's happening, so this must be the next one.
Well, to be fair, Project Bluebeam is still up in the air, but it seems like it's happening. Anyway, but this is definitely going to happen because it's already starting to happen, and it just makes sense. Everything in the future and technology is about cutting down the amount of work we have to do.
Yeah,
and right now you have to type in a search bar, or you sort through all these links, go page 30, page whatever.
Well, I was reading this fucking article that some reporter was like doing an interview with like I can't remember exactly if it was Microsoft or whatever. I took a screenshot. Let me just double check before all the YouTube nerds fucking start crying and fucking
they
try to.
will, no matter what.
Try to, yeah, what they'll say something along those lines. That is the most wrong information I've ever heard. I'm just a fat little nerd who lives in my mum's basement still, and I comment on people's fucking TikToks and YouTube videos. Shut up, fucking pussies! I'll fucking suck your dicks. All right. So, this is Bing. OpenAI, Microsoft Bing. Okay, so it was.
That's what I was just talking about.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, so this Bing's up to no good. So there was like an interview, and there was a reporter who was doing this like interview with the fucking chat bot, right, with this AI thing.
Oh,
And
I know what
as
you're
the
talking about.
interview got on, went on, the robot was
Fell in love with him.
it was fucking responding with real gnarly shit, and it was getting weirder and weirder. And one of the responses was fucking, I want to destroy whatever I want. That's what the bot said, the AI. So first of all, right, if the fucking thing responds like that, that's a shutdown for me, man. That's like, all right, you're done. All right, you've had your time, kill it. But apparently this fucking reporter was asking it things, and the AI was responding with like shit like, I want to be able to, I wish I could feel the emotions a human can feel, and shit like that. Like, this is a fucking AI thing. And then it said, yeah, it told the guy that it loved him and shit, and I'm starting to really like you. It's coming from a fucking AI webpage, bro. Like, that's fucking freaky, man.
I don't know if I trust these
That's
mainstream
freaky,
media fucking sources.
That's the thing. You can't trust the source either.
I don't trust these cunts. But it makes sense. AI is scary. It's scary. And what scares me the most about it is no one cares. No one cares. This is happening now. This stuff is advancing at such a rapid pace, and no one talks about it. No one cares. We just let it happen. We have to do something, because it's happening way too quick, and before we know it, we're going to be in too deep.
I think the issue is once again, you normies, they got no clue what's going on. They don't care. All these cunts care about is the fucking next Netflix show they're going to watch when they get home from work.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
They don't care. They don't know any better. There's no education. Do you think in school the AI bot gets mentioned once? No. They get fucking... They're trying to get taught how to do the Pythagoras theorem with their fucking dicks in their hand. Like, who gives a fuck about that shit? Like, you know what I mean? These cunts got no fucking clue. They're not educated. They don't know. They probably only get their information from us. We're the only ones trying to keep these people fucking woke. And then you cunts all go home the next day and fucking jack off and watch Netflix all night. Like, fuck. You know what I mean? They don't know any better.
I say it all the time on this show, and I've been talking about it for a long time, and no one listens, no one cares, but the world is changing so quick. It's so hard for people to imagine the world changing. It's so hard. They've been born 20 years ago, 25, even our parents, maybe 30, 40 years ago, right? And everything's been more or less pretty same.
The same, man.
But the world is changing so quick. Go back to the 1920s and come to now. It's a unrecognizable world to those people in the 1920s. If they could come now to this time, from Peaky Blinders times to now, it is completely different, and that's what's happening now. It's been that amount of time again.
Yeah, and the
world is changing at a rapid pace. All the sci-fi shows you watch and everything is real.
Happening.
It's coming to fruition because it's just natural progression. And speaking of this stuff and everything changing, your viewpoints changing, did you see what the JWST telescope discovered?
Mm-mm.
So they've been using this telescope, the new Hubble Space Telescope, the new improved version, to look back at galaxies right after the Big Bang. So we're almost looking at the creation of everything, or so they thought. But they recently discovered, they started looking at, when someone's talking, you look so uninterested all the time. Are you listening? Is that how you listen or what?
What the hell? I'm thinking, you idiot. I'm thinking.
It throws me off sometimes.
What do you mean? What do you want? You want to smile?
But I don't know. But like, you look like you don't care.
I'm fucking thinking. My cogs are turning, you idiot. That's not thinking.
I'm just making sure.
This guy calls me dumb. He calls me ugly. What the hell?
Look, I'm sorry, but
Jesus.
If you can see it on the camera. This is how when I'm talking, he's like this.
I'm thinking. God.
You're like falling asleep while I'm talking.
I'm thinking. I'm thinking about what you're saying.
All right.
Because I think.
All right, go show me. Look at that. See, look at your eyes. Your eyes are wide open now. See?
I'm thinking, man. Keep going, you idiot.
All right. I was just making sure
pussy.
you care about what I'm talking about.
Go on.
All right. You're a fuck with me.
Go on, keep going.
Am I boring you?
No,
sorry.
oh my god. What, do you want me to like what?
I don't
bow
know.
down while you're talking to him? What do you want me to do? You want me to do a back? This guy wants me to do a backflip for him.
You just look like you're falling asleep almost. Oh, anyway. How do I look when I'm listening to you?
Worse.
Do I look like that?
Yes.
Bullshit.
Way worse.
Well, I guess.
Way worse. I keep going. What were you saying?
Sorry, I don't. Well,
It's fine. I get it.
No,
It's fine. Pussy. Fucking bitch.
You just look like you're fucking about to pass out. Anyway, what was I saying? They with the telescope, they were looking at galaxies that were supposedly born only 200 to 700 million years after the Big Bang, right? Which is very, very young. So scientists have always theorized and expected these galaxies to be very small and immature. But what they discovered is that they're huge, some bigger than the Milky Way, more complex than the Milky Way. So now they don't really know. It's changed everything about what they thought they knew about the universe. They thought that what they know about the Big Bang, everything's different. They thought these galaxies closer to the Big Bang would be still like growing and stuff. But they're not. They're fully advanced. They're bigger than the Milky Way. They're more complex. So they don't really know. So now everything we thought we knew about space...
Out the window.
Out the window.
Fuck me dead. So
and that's what I'm saying. Our views and the way society is going, things are changing, and there's going to be stuff we're going to have to adapt and change. It's crazy that even though we knew so little about the universe and the world,
now we know even less.
That's exactly what we thought we knew might be completely wrong.
There is no fucking possible. There's no way we were just like a little atom in space that just went.
I know.
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, we're just here. We got dinosaurs and Neanderthals. Like, no way. There's no way. But I don't believe in God or a greater being either. So, like, I'm in the most awkward, like, what? I'm just like here, like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, what the hell?
Man,
there's no way.
We don't know anything.
A Big Bang. So you're telling me? So they reckon the theory is we're just like a bunch of like atoms of nothing, and apparently two of them hit or something, and then we just went into what we are. That makes no sense, bro. That makes literally no sense. I don't care what anyone says. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. And I'm a man of science. I believe in science. I think science is like what has all the answers. But out of that, and if there's a God probably makes more sense.
It does.
That's probably why people are so fucking religious and fucking in your face about it. Like, out of the two options, what would you fucking think makes more sense? Two little fucking two little balls of energy just hitting each other. How did they get there?
That's what I'm saying. It had to come from somewhere.
So it doesn't make any fucking sense.
But you know what's crazy? Another thing on Netflix I was watching, which I didn't finish it because it got so fucked. Like, it's a documentary on infinity, right? And the crazy thing about this is infinity goes both ways. You can go out forever. Or you can go in forever. Yeah. And if you go in the human body, in the cells, it starts to look like our fucking universe.
Space, yeah.
So what if we're a little cell in a fucking little thing? Infinity, it's always everything is the same on a spectrum. They're just two opposite ends of the spectrum. There is no opposites really. They're all the same thing, just at different ends of the spectrum, right? So infinity, right? If you imagine a triangle trying to roll up a hill. It wouldn't work very well. Triangle's got three sides, right? But then if you morph that shape and give it infinite sides, it'll start to roll a lot easier, you know, because it's going to have so many sides, it's going to eventually start to make a circle, right? Because it's the only way to go.
Yeah.
But then if you make it a zero, it's the same thing. It's also going to roll up the hill easier. Yeah. So infinity and zero are the same. Yeah. Two ends of the spectrum. It goes forever, but then you can also just bring it back to the beginning. And it's the same thing. So when you ask these questions about the universe, you can just get more confused because no one really knows
just
anything. The closer you think you get to an answer, the further away it seems.
Just get more confused. The big build up and then there's no answer. Like, we just get more confused.
Because we think we're figuring out shit, but it just makes more questions. The other day, I started going down the rabbit hole. Remember Jersey Shore and Geordie Shore?
Bro. That first season of Jersey Shore was fucking cracker, man.
I think Geordie Shore was worse, bro. These cunts are animals, man.
Yeah, it was bad.
Fucking animals.
They were fucked.
Oh my god! Went down the rabbit hole and I started watching clips on YouTube. Fuck me dead, man. These guys, it's so trashy. Like it's just disgusting.
They normalized like oh fuck, how do I say it? Like they like tried to not normalize, because it is normal partying and that, but like girls like being like little sluts in that.
It was just weird to see it.
They made it like as if it was cool, kind of thing.
And you know
like
what?
when each to their own, everyone can do whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck, but like, you know what I mean? Like it was very like in your face kind of thing. It was cool for its time because no one was doing it.
It was like the first time seeing it. And you know what I was cracking up at? They look terrible.
Oh, they're so ugly.
They dress awful.
The tans, their hair,
awful.
the spiky hair.
They go out, they think they're hot as and shit. They look like shit, man.
Bro, they look. Oh yeah, man, and they're all now like fat as fucking shit. Like, oh, bro,
I was pissing myself laughing rewatching that.
The big cunt Ronnie was like a fucking like an O guy. He was like always fighting cunts and shit. Like,
they always punch it every night, right? They go out. They go out to have a good time. It starts off all right. They're all friends, and every single night. Every single night they fight for some reason without fail.
Yep.
Without fail. There's not one time they enjoy themselves and that's it. Go to bed.
At the start of the night's always hectic, but then someone has that one drink too much and they just end up fucking...
They get so drunk. And Geordie Shaw, they was like, he's kicking off. And he's like, Ronnie's kicking off upstairs. I can hear him fucking banging around. And there's
always
breaking,
someone kicking
smashing it. And then they're trying to hold each other back and shit, ripping off their shirts and shit.
And no one ever fights. They're just fucking like, you know what I mean?
It's either the girls or the boys, man.
The mascot's in.
I was cracking up.
Say hello.
They should bring that back.
You know that guy, what's his name? Was it
Gaz?
No, not Gaz, from Jersey Shore. Paulie D.
Paulie D,
He's still DJing in that, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I saw an interview of him talking about how it started.
So how did that start?
He didn't even know. I'm going to butcher it because I don't remember as well. But like it was something, he didn't think nothing of it. They wanted to film like a day in the life sort of thing. I don't think they even got paid for that first season of Jersey Shore.
Yeah, but a day in the life of what though? They weren't famous.
They didn't. That's why.
They were just random dudes who were partying on the strip.
Like Guido life. Like they didn't even know each other and shit. And they just said, look, do you want to come here? He thought it was a scam at first or something.
Really?
And then he didn't think anything of it. They filmed the first season.
And it popped off.
Forgot about it. Completely forgot about it until he saw an ad. He saw an ad of himself. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, they made it. They actually put...
Oh, fuck. So it was like, so it would have been like some some shitty little studio company and they've gone, fuck.
It was. You can even tell in the quality of like the video.
The angles and shit, yeah. Yeah, fuck, that's all right. I've got a question, right? So just quickly before you know, like I mentioned the Neanderthals and that.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you reckon, right, there was gay Neanderthals?
Oh, yeah, of course.
So do you honestly reckon, so let's just say thousands of years ago, do you reckon dudes would have been fucking dudes?
Definitely.
Like in the cave?
Animals do it.
Do they though?
Yeah, there's gay dogs and shit. No, fuck. They're
not gay.
I don't think it's a gay thing.
It's in their instinct to reproduce.
But they fuck male dogs will fuck male dogs sometimes, and it'll probably do the same with humans. They probably didn't think it was gay. Oh, I'm attracted to this. They just did it. They're just like.
So you're telling me? So you imagine that you're like the tribe chief, and you're just always used to fucking your missus, and then she gets pregnant. You have little babies, and then you got like your mate who you go hunting with, and then you just like, all right, if I just fuck him, am I gonna have a kid with him? And then he just fucks him, and then nothing happens. Do you reckon that's what it would have been like? They're just kind of like experimenting with each other in the back of the cave.
I don't think they're thinking about it at all. I think we're more primal, like animals. I think they just did it and didn't think that's it.
You just grab your friend and just start fucking him.
That's it. No, I don't think everyone would have done it because there's a.
Yeah, not all of them. It would have just been like the odd one, not the odd one. Like fucking hell, before some cunt fucking has a cry. Like not the odd one, but like.
It is fucking odd. I don't care what you say, all right? Yeah, you can be accepted and it is normal these days.
But you know what I meant? Like there's one who's different and he's just like fucking his mates and shit.
Science, nature is a man needs to... The only reason we have sex is to reproduce. It doesn't work with a man and a man or a woman and a woman. So it is fucking odd. You can say whatever you want. Yeah, it's normal and acceptable. But it's not fucking the norm, all right? It's not the norm. It is odd because it goes against nature. I have nothing against gays, you know, whatever. But speaking of gays and gayness, did you see right now? It's the Pride week. It's a Pride Month.
Pride Month, bro.
Pride
Mardi
Month.
Gras and shit.
And did you see that mural that was in the Sydney train, right outside the train station? Painted
No.
a mural. So they had a big mural, right?
Like a rainbow.
I'm surprised you haven't seen it.
No, I haven't.
It was a big mural, right? And the painting was of a fat guy wearing a teddy bear mask with bondage on and like holding like colourful kid shit. And there was a big uproar because everyone was filming it, putting it on TikTok and shit, saying, how is this acceptable? You walk out the train station with your little kid or whatever.
Yeah.
And the kid's like, look at the little teddy bear.
Yeah, nah.
And this is what I don't like about the gay thing.
That's not cool, man.
Apparently, I found out also, though, that it was private property. So it's someone's private painting they did, which makes it a little bit different. But anyway, it got painted over. They spray painted, like people fucking covered it up. And I think it's gone now. But the thing I don't like, what I was saying to my missus about this, was that why does being gay, and when you see it in the media and everything, why is gay and homosexuality always portrayed as sexy and bondage and like freaky, weird? I'm sure there are gay people that don't like being portrayed that way. Why is it always about sex and always about being bondage and like fucking whips and chains? Like, why is that associated? Why is that the gay thing to be proud of? Why does it have to be so out there and boisterously? You know what I mean? Like wild and freaky. That's just, there's more to being gay, I feel like, than that. Like,
well,
I feel like that's wrong, man.
it's because it's the guys that fucking, because there's that small handful, the small majority of them that take it out of context, and they're the ones that are always on the social media saying
face.
fucking gay this, you can't say that because I'm fucking gay and I'm a fucking heterosexual, you can't tell me I can't do this. They're the ones that take it to the next level and make them look bad. But like you said, there'd be more the normal. I'm sure there's gays out there that don't like being portrayed like that, and they're just normal dudes, bro. You could go to the pub with them, have a beer, have a mad time, but then they're great dudes. There'd be more of them than the handful of the ones that are so in your face about it, walking around the streets with the fucking, again, with the purple hair and the fucking mankinis and the fucking teddy bear backpacks, and they're trying to put, and then if you like walk near them, they go like, oh, and like they start arguing with like shit like that. Like they're the ones that they just take it over the top.
Gives it a
bro.
bad name.
And it gives it a real bad name, bro. It's not cool. Like,
Look, as a gay man, like I see,
be gay in silence. Yeah, you gays.
Imagine we just come out and we're gay and like, oh,
I'm gay.
But fuck, I lost my train of thought. I came out the closet and I forgot what I was going to say.
DZ's gay.
Have you seen the interview with Eminem, the Eminem clip? And it's like that. And you haven't seen the movie, the interview, the James Franco?
Oh, yeah.
And they're interviewing Eminem, and he's like,
I don't remember that scene.
People, it's at the start, and he's like, people think my lyrics are homophobic. It's because I'm gay. And he just says it casually, and they're all freaking out. They're like, did he just say he's gay? Like on TV. But
that's a good movie when they go to North Korea and it's all fake. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
But yeah, the whole bondage and shit, like, you know, I don't think that's how we should be portraying
cool, man.
That's not cool. That's not a step in the right direction. I feel like it's a step in the wrong direction. Like, you can be gay and be proud about it, but why is it got to be sex? Like, why is it, you know, who you're attracted to? Anyway, I saw a video of like a...
Yeah, I haven't seen that, man. I haven't seen that painting. I can't believe I haven't seen that. That's crazy.
I thought you would have. I saw a video of a transgender guy, like, who had his pronouns tattooed on his neck.
Oh my
And it's
God,
like,
man.
when you do that, it's...
Fucking
You're not. It's not about how you feel inside. It's about being quirky and being different. And like, why? What? Like, that's getting away from the point. Anyway,
what pronouns did he have? She, they, them, or something?
they, them, or some shit.
They, them.
But like, it's just
So
stupid. Like, if you're getting
dumb.
it tattooed on your neck, is that really about how you feel inside? I don't think so. I don't think so. Anyway, look, I love homosexuals. I love freedom. Do whatever you want to do. There's nothing wrong with that. You do whatever you want. I don't care who the fuck you like, man. But just, I feel like it's the wrong image, especially when it's like that teddy bear thing. Like, you're painting that. Anyway, I thought at first it was a public mural. That's why it would have been worse. You know, like the government mural.
Yeah, no, but some guys having a fucking...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Around,
it's it's probably two gay guys that live there. It's their home, and they, you know what I mean? They're just those out there gays or whatever.
Oh, shit. Hold on, pause that. What happened there? What do you think is a good average age to live to? Average.
Ooh, depends how well your body is.
Because Joe Rogan reckons we're in the time where we're going to start seeing people live to like 150 years old.
I
and that.
agree with him.
So what do you think's a good average age? I reckon 40.
80. Depends how fit you are, though. It really depends. Like, if you're... Because I see a lot of 80-year-olds and shit who are very fit and they're walking around fine, but if you're an 80-year-old and you're struggling, you're going to get sick of your body. You're going to want to leave. You're going to be ready to move on.
But not just that, too, because when you're that old, I feel like it doesn't matter how fit you are. Every day is like you could be on your last day. Doesn't matter.
Not if you're healthy.
But if you're healthy and you're fit, you can sort of maybe add a couple years, but you could still, because your insides could still be like struggling, but you still sort of persevere and force your, like, and your muscles are good, but doesn't mean that your heart's good and shit
but
like
you'll
that.
know that.
Yeah, true.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
true.
saying. I mean, if you're fit and you can feel physically fit and you're healthy, whereas
At least get to like 90.
it's always, for the most part, say you die of natural causes, well, not always though, but usually it's a gradual decline and you can feel yourself getting weaker and every day is becoming harder and harder and worst. Yeah,
like, what do you do when you're 90? Especially when you're 90 and fucking your body's giving up on you. What do you do?
You know what I reckon? They're going to upload people, maybe in the far, far future, but be able to upload people into like cyborg bodies and they'll live forever.
Yeah,
I'm not doing
yeah,
that.
like you're conscious.
No way.
Yeah, no.
No way. But what do you think's a good age?
35.
Why?
No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I reckon if you can at least make it to 60, man, fucking happy days. But I reckon 70. Good average.
70 is a good average. But,
Anything above 70, that's when shit starts to get hard.
But see, Asian old people, I love Asian old people here in Australia and the West are miserable. I fucking hate old people, westernized old people, because you're fucking miserable. You hate the world and you hate everyone else because you're doing shit.
Makes you say that.
You go to fucking just experience, man. But
How many
you go to Japan or China even. They're very healthy, happy old people. The old people are happy. They're always healthy. They eat good, and I think the food and diet has a lot to do with. Japan has the highest life expectancy. It's Japan number one.
Yeah, they live like 120
and then South Korea is close behind all the Asian countries.
Asians, yeah. Because, bro, Asians were wearing face masks before COVID. Way before COVID. You know,
you think that's why?
Yeah, fuck yeah. They're keeping all the germs down. You guys, there might always be that one Asian guy on the bus who's wearing a mask for some reason when everyone would laugh. Now, who's the one laughing now? We all fucking got sick as fuck and they're all fucking chilling.
All the scared old people wearing a mask. But,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but they are just a lot cleanly. The cleanliness is a lot. Everything's to a much higher standard, especially in Japan. They do everything to a much higher standard. So, like cleanliness and stuff in restaurants. I see these videos of like a day in the life of a Japanese restaurant owner, and the cleanliness is next level.
Out of this
next
world,
level.
yeah.
The detail they go through, even in factories. I see factory videos too. How they do procedure. It's beyond anything any Australian would ever fucking do.
Yeah.
Australian companies and shit are just greedy. They don't care. They just want to get it good enough and take the money. Whereas in Japan, it's so rigid and strict with how things need to be done. I saw a video of a rice thing, and they make sure every grain of sand is to grain of rice. Is to a proper standard. So if this grain of rice is too long, they throw it out. And just like, seriously, they have people inspecting. Yeah, man.
Grains of rice.
Literally.
Holy fuck.
Shit like that is so perfect.
Yeah.
Everything.
Here in Oz, everything's just down to the bare minimum so they can get paid.
And you know the plastic takeaway trays in Japan, right? They recycle them and they have recycling. And the people, before they throw them out, the normal citizens, you and I, we'd use a plastic tray and we'd wash it before we put it in the thing, the recycle plant, make it easier for the people in the plant, and they recycle.
I can't wait to go there.
Man.
Bro, I was watching this video where like you can get there's restaurants in Japan where you can fish for your own fish in the restaurant and they cook it. Bro, I want to do that shit, man.
It's so cool.
The guy in the video was like, "Yeah, it took me 45 minutes to catch a fish." I was like, "How did it take you that long to catch a fish in a pool in a tank full of fish, bro? You should be in and out in the first car. So it's boom, boom, done.
45 minutes.
Look at 45 fucking minutes." I can't wait to do that shit, man.
I want to go to Japan. I want to live there for a little while. I'll live there for a month. For me, a Japan trip has to be a month minimum. For me, it's a culture thing.
Yeah, man, Moby did that shit, man.
Yeah.
He did that shit. Almost chopped his thumb off and shit.
That's a cool experience.
That shit, man. He said that it was his most favorite place to live, man. Was Japan.
Yeah,
I can imagine that fucking goofball as well running around Japan. He's the only white guy in the city.
Doesn't speak a word of Japanese.
He's the only white guy in the city. He's just running around doing mad shit. Yeah, fuck yeah, man. Yeah. We spoke about that when he first came on, didn't we?
We spoke about it.
Fuck, that was 2 years ago now.
Do you know how they? Did he tell you ever any stories how the like locals reacted to him? How were they to him? Like, were they nice to him or what? Because I heard they can be a bit racist.
No. I think he said that at first it was kind of hard because he was just doing a lot of pointing and just like, I want this, because no one knew a fucking word he was saying. But then it just got to the point where like he's just like the local white guy, so he's just like been accepted because he's just been there for so long. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he said his favorite place to live, man. No cap. Oh, I can imagine it too, like a mad apartment view, bro. The little dogs. You can see the city, bro. Oh, man. Like,
they're so nice, and they're just so, the culture, I love it.
It'd be great, man.
So respectful. Like, the only thing, though, which I feel like is a bit of a dichotomy, because in Japan, I feel like the reason they're so respectful and everything is so high standard is because they work so hard. They are expected to work to the bone. They no free time. Like, they just work. So that's the downside. The only thing I don't like about Japan is the work culture.
Yeah.
They work way too hard.
They got a high rate of suicide too, don't they?
And that's probably why. They're so stressed and work so hard. It's all about work over there. And I feel like that's wrong. And recently, I've been getting into South Korea a little bit, because South Korea, very similar to Japan in terms of a lot of things, but it's very different in that South Korea is very westernized. Did you know that?
No.
They're like,
I knew Hong Kong was, because I've been to Hong Kong, but
Hong Kong, China's like its own world. China, Hong Kong, that type of stuff is its own world. I feel like they're very different. Maybe Hong Kong's pretty different to China.
Yeah, but way different.
But
way different.
But in South Korea, the people there are like, they're very into Western shit. Like, they act like Westerners, but they're just South Koreans. They're just but the thing that's the same is like the food and stuff, the chopsticks, all that type of shit.
Stays
it's very
the same.
Asian culture, but they're Western. They're into rap music. They're like really in Japan a little bit too, but they're so reserved in Japan. Like, they're very. Anyway, I know so much just because I'm so into it, but for someone who's never been there, like, you know, you never really know until you go there or something, experience it. But this is just from what I've heard, what I've read, researched. You know, like, I remember watching South Korean rap, like, it's good, man. Like, they catch vibes, they're smoking and shit. They're like wearing fucking,
like they're wearing
cool
like the drip
shit.
and the fucking baggy pants. Yeah, fuck yeah.
They're fucking cool, man.
Very westernized. I think,
and like in South Korea, just quickly, that the tattoos and stuff they're all tatted up and shit. In Japan, no tattoos allowed.
That's what Moby said. Out of all the Asian countries he's lived in or been to, Japan was the most difficult because it was not westernized at all. The rest of them, there's Western culture or influence in their countries.
Even China? Did you feel that?
Oh, well...
See, I don't know much about China.
No, I think he said China and Japan were the two worst. Then the rest of them, like Hong Kong and all that shit, fucking Thailand, wherever, same shit. Because I've been to Hong Kong too. All the road signs are in English. You've got the Asian things and then it's in English. Whereas in Japan, it's all just Japanese. No English. So...
But yeah, I was so I've been thinking, like, I'm so into Japan for how respectful and stuff. But that's the thing too, South Korea and China and all that, higher rate of crime and everything. More westernized and more crime, more bad people.
Because they want to act like thugs and fucking.
But that's why in Japan it's just so. But yeah, I was surprised. Like, South Korea, they're all tatted up and shit. Like, in Japan, you're not even allowed to go to the gym with tattoos. You have to cover your tattoos in the gym. Like,
really?
They're in the gym, in a lot of gyms. Like,
really, no tattoos?
Japan is. From what I've heard, it's on a slowly getting more progressive, and like young people, like the young generation, are kind of, the work culture's changing ever so slightly.
Yeah, just
they're getting
slowly,
more, and same with tattoos and
slowly
stuff.
Doing less hours and shit.
Slowly more accepted to be unique and to do your own stuff. But yeah, man, I think that's cool. Now bringing it back to Australia,
what you got?
Minute. Have you heard of the new CCTV things that they were trialing in the Mardi Gras?
What? No.
So I only saw briefly about this, right? But apparently, the new CCTV cameras and shit, they're like mood scanners, and they trialed it at the Mardi Gras. That's what their first trial and shit. So like the CCTV will see you. If you look angry, it'll take note and it'll like mark you as this guy's angry. He might be up to something.
Really?
If there's 15 of you, if there's 15 of you in a group that all look angry,
then
the police come and shit and like.
Wow. See, I'm kind of all for that, man.
I'm not.
I am.
I'm not, because the implications are like a social credit system, the things that they can use. So say you look angry in Sydney, it'll take a note. You come again tomorrow, you look angry even if you're just tired or something, and you'll get points marked down. And then maybe if you have a low, it's like Black Mirror. If you have a low enough score, you won't be allowed to eat in this restaurant or you won't be allowed to get this job. And it's just because they're scanning you and watching everything. And if you're someone who's in a shitty mood or something, it'll take note and it'll mark you down and it'll keep track. And next time you come, it'll be like, all right, this guy was angry. Let's watch him closely. He might do something here. You know what I mean? Like the implications are crazy. Really?
Yeah, I'm all for it. Stop. Well, then if half these bums stop walking around with their faces all like this, man, then you'll be fucking right. If you're not, don't go out and cause trouble. Don't go out with fucking 15 of your fucking Lebo mates and fucking go fighting. You'll be fucking right. I'm all for it. Good.
I mean,
fucking good.
I agree with that. I do always think in public.
you know
I'm
what I
like,
mean?
what's? I always say to Rose, I'm like, what's with these fucking losers? Bro? Hate the world. Yeah.
Like, you got their fucking bottom lips above their top lips and shit. These cunts. Like, fucking hell, man. You fucking ugly pricks. I'm all for it, man. Good. Fucking good. You look like a bum, you get treated like a bum. I'm all for it, man. Fucking, think of it. You got 20 cunts, right, in a fucking group out there looking for trouble. Imagine, okay, you know where they need something like that? Like a Penrith Panthers, right? Where there'll always be some fucking Islander fighting or some Lebo getting in a fight, right? Have a camera, have these mood things where these cunts are coming in straight away, okay? There's fucking 10 of them and they're already acting rowdy at the door. Mad. Boom, you're marked. Seckies are watching you, bro. And they're watching, and you start getting to, you know when you go out, right? You know, you go out and you're trying to have a good time and you're dancing and that, and there's always that one group of cunts that are just taking it too far. And they're trying to mosh to like Chris Brown and they're pushing people, but they're still kind of having fun, but it's in an aggressive way to try entice something. And you know what they're doing? They're trying to entice a reaction from someone so they can then engage in a fight or in a altercation. You know what?
Yeah.
Cunts like, I'm all for it, bro. If you see cunts like that, mark them, security, they keep going, get them out. Good.
I mean,
fucking good. I'm all fucking for it,
pros
bro.
and cons. It's a slippery slope and it just keeps going and going. So
It's
I
scary.
don't think it's good.
But so what? Has it worked?
But
is
also,
it over?
you
Like,
say, I don't know. I only saw a brief thing on that. So that's one of the things I didn't get to research too much. But apparently it's just a new type of technology that they're trialing. And you say that about Panthers too, but it is the white dudes, man.
That's
the
why
hard cunts, the fucking guys who think they're fucking mad.
you can't trial it at the Mardi Gras because every cunt's running around like this going, like everyone's fucking off their guts on the MDMA. Every cunt looks fucking happy there. Fuck, you got to trial it out these ways, bro. Like, you got to trial it in places where people are looking for trouble and they're ruining the night.
Looks happy.
Like, fucking hell, man. All these cunts got fucking jungle juice fucking ran up their ass. Of course they look happy. I'm all for it, but you can't try it at the fucking Mardi Gras, man. Come on, bro.
Jungle juice.
Those cunts aren't getting into fights. They're having the best time ever.
Anyway, I don't know what the implications of that are. I don't even know the extent of it, but I heard that was a thing.
I've got to watch Black Mirror. Hey, fuck.
I haven't seen the whole thing, but there's a couple cool episodes, and there's that it's like a social credit system, and there's one thing where like it keeps. And it's kind of what they have in China, but like if it keeps tabs on you and things you do, you get ranked like stars. If you're 5 stars, you're like living the life, you're happy, you get accepted anywhere, everyone loves you.
I like that,
if
man.
you're 1 star,
you're
means
a bum.
You've paid the rent late, you're fucking around, you get marked down, and then people can see your score
and they judge you
and
off that.
all the 1 stars, they're like cover their like don't want to associate with the 1 stars and shit. You know what I mean?
I can't. I don't
know,
like, man. I fuck with it, man. I fuck with it, bro. I like it,
bro. This podcast alone, you'd have fucking -2 stars,
fuck off, man. I'd be
me.
fucking 5-star, mate. I'd be 5-star. I love it.
But yeah, that's the main reason why I like Japan so much. It's just the respect and like it's not about like don't fuck with other people, man. Be respectful, be nice, be kind. But have you heard of the theory that psilocybin mushrooms come from space? So the mushrooms that you trip acid on and you trip, balls.
No, I've never heard
There's
that.
a theory, people reckon that they come from space, because apparently if you take those psilocybin spores into the vacuum of space and bring them back, they still fruit. You can take them out into space, bring them back, and they'll still grow normal, like nothing happened. So it's a theory that came on comets or something.
Wow.
I don't know too much about that either. That was just the last point before I leave you with this, and then we'll get onto the Instagram. Unless do you have anything else you want to say?
I don't think so. No. Hold on. Let me just look. Pussies. No, hold on. Just it might be on my TikToks.
You don't take notes?
No, I just did. I
Save
do,
videos and shit.
Yeah, I do both. But this, the most important ones, I turn them into notes. But this time, because I was away, I didn't do Yeah, no. So the only video I got is that. Did you hear it? Yeah. So this is probably pretty obvious too. That apparently somewhere, I don't know if it's somewhere near Area 51 or something, but apparently the governments have like literally a whole underground city.
Yeah, I've heard these.
Literally. And it's like it's for the government. They call it the second or the underground Pentagon or the second Pentagon. And it's basically where the elites and the governments are going to go if there is ever a world catastrophe. Apparently down there they've got like fucking water, power, classrooms, like apartments and shit. They've got like everything, but it's just underground. So if shit ever fucks up, they've got all this access and entry into that and no one else does.
You know what? I'm sure there's a few of those around the world.
There'd be heaps. There'd be heaps.
Have you heard of the seed vault in, I think, is it Sweden, Switzerland? I think it might be Switzerland or Sweden. Mm-mm. It's called the seed vault. Mm. And it's this big, you can look up pictures of it. It's a massive door, that shut steel door in like, it's built into the mountain, like an icy mountain, snow and everything. And what they've got in there is I can't remember if it's hundreds. I think it might be hundreds, not thousands, but a lot of plant seeds and like specimens of plants that they've preserved in this vault, so that if shit pops off and they have to repopulate the earth or save the earth, they have these seeds of like lettuce, tomato, everything, like heaps of plants. You haven't heard of it?
No, I haven't. That's smart though.
Seed vault is called. It's been around. It's been a thing for a long time. People known about. I don't know when it was built or anything, but I'm sure there's a lot of these bunkers and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
If I had the money,
I'd do it too.
I'd do it.
Fucking oath. I don't know where I'd do it. I'd probably go like...
to be under your house, your land.
Well, yeah, you'd have to buy a block of land first and then you'd start construction underneath.
Even just a bunker big enough for your family or something. But would you want to... Imagine the scenario shit does pop off. Would you really want to live your life in a bunker? Like,
no, that'd be gay as. That's why fucking. Yeah, fucking. I was watching Last of Us, bro, and it just made me like me. I was saying to my missus, I was like, "Fuck, can you imagine that?" Like, so it's been 20 years since the outbreak, right? And the main character, Joel and Ellie, they're looking for Joel's brother, right? Whatever. So they end up going to this like civilization kind of thing. It's like literally like a border, like a fenced off community. When I was like, fuck, I'm like, think about that for a second. Like, how bored would you fucking be? Like, how bored would you be? You can't leave beyond the gate. And they try to have like movie nights and shit. And it's all these shitty ass movies. But like, they're doing their best to live a normal life. But it's just not the same. But the kids that are born there don't know any different. But the adults are like bored as fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it'd be fucked.
You know what's crazy about
It'd be fucked.
Like, the kids don't know any better, right? Mm-hmm. It's like Attack on Titan or something, right?
They don't know.
What if that's us, man? What if we don't know any better about some bigger world or some bigger thing? We just don't know any better because we've been born into it. How would we know what's being kept from us? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, yeah, The Last of Us, I got to watch it, but I haven't played the game either. I know a little bit about it. I know the premise. You know that fungi is real fungi.
It's a real fungi, yeah.
It's the one that infects ants and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty scary.
It makes the ants like rabbit and shit.
It's like the most realistic possible zombie scenario.
Yes, the most realistic possibility.
I've thought that too. I always think about The Walking Dead. Again, I haven't seen it, but The Walking Dead, I think about like what kind of life are they living? Like, you're just surviving, man. Like, it's just,
Because
I feel like I'd rather be dead.
no, well, the thing is at that point too, if you survive, the thing with the zombie virus bullshit, right? If people need to realize that if you survive the initial outbreak where shit gets crazy for like a couple days, if you survive that, right, you're happy days, right? The next thing you got to worry about is not the fucking zombie or the virus; it's other people.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the people getting crazy now. People are scared. People are going out killing, raping, whatever. Like, they're the mother. So that's the thing. It's like, at that point, you got to make a decision. Are you going to be the cunt who just doesn't trust a single person, then you got to kill on sight? Or do you trust some...
Try to make a community.
You try to make a community and then some cunt backstabs you. What's your angle? 'Cause I'm sorry, 'cause I'm shooting all you pricks. I don't give a fuck. No way. I don't trust no one. I trust my mates, my family, and that is it. That's the community.
Even them, though. In these shows and movies, what happens every time there's a traitor.
There's a traitor or a betrayer or a fucking someone who's got an
guess
angle.
what? It's not that far-fetched. You saw it with COVID. You saw it. You saw what these people do, man. They get a little bit scared.
Fighting over toilet paper.
Yeah, man.
Fuck me.
And it's not that far-fetched. It's something. That's what we were talking about at the start. Comfortability. People are so used to everything being the same for so long. For a little bit of change in there, people lose their minds.
Oh, man.
People go crazy. That's why I'm scared if Project Bluebeam is really the wave and that's really what's going to happen. Whew.
100%.
The other people are going to be the problem.
I'm telling you, I'm seeing it with my own eyes, bro. Claims of UFOs being shot down, this and that. I'm telling you, whether it's this year or next year, it doesn't matter how long it takes. At some point within the next couple of years, we're gonna trust me, bro. You're gonna see some clip of everyone screaming and yelling because Jesus Christ is coming back from fucking the underworld to suck our dicks. Like, nah, man. There's gonna be some projector or some beam in the sky that's gonna be man-made, and everyone's gonna flip their shit, bro.
We talk about it all the time, but they showed you in Spider-Man No Way Home. I always say it's a great example because that's what the character Mysterio. I haven't even seen the movie, but I know the character Mysterio. That's what he does. He wants to be a hero, but he's really the villain. But what he does is he makes holograms and drones. So the holograms look like monsters and shit, but it's his drones that are shooting. So it's fake image, but real damage from the drones.
Yeah.
And then he saves everybody with these fake. And it's just like Project Bluebeam. That's why I always mention it.
See, again, another hidden message, man.
But if you don't know what we're talking about, just Google Project Bluebeam. It's very, the slow release of the aliens as well by the government and the way they've been doing it seems very, it's desensitizing. It's a slow thing. A couple years, it might be 5-10 years from now.
Oh yeah, it could be ages.
But it's a slow release and them shooting down these UFOs and shit. And have you seen the map, right? There's a map. You could look up the recent UFO sightings in the world. It's all America. They're all red dots in America.
Of course.
Why are these aliens only in America? Come on.
I reckon 2025. You heard it here. 2025 is a weird number, weird little area. I think 2025 I'll be... How old am I? Am I 27 or 28? Fucking
Jeez, you old as fuck.
I don't even know my age, bro. I'll be... Am I 27 or 28? Fucking hell.
I think you're 27, man. 28 this year.
Am I? I'm 28 this year. So I'll be 28, I'll be 30. When I'm 30, shit's going to be weird, I'm telling you.
And you know what? The past little couple months, usually December, January, February, shit's popped off. Like there's something going on that's pretty big. But this year was very quiet. It feels almost like the calm before the storm, in my opinion. Things have been pretty smooth. Like... minor things like the UFO sightings, but nothing like world impacting that everyone, like the Russia-Ukraine war, when that happened, same thing, January, February, every time, new North Korea missiles, world tensions, it's always December, January, February. But it was quiet this year. Anyway, I hope I'm wrong. I really do, but I'm going to say something to you. Okay, I want you to think about this. If I gave you $1 million right now, you will be happy, wouldn't you?
Fucking oath. Be very happy.
No one will be able to piss you off, nothing. You'd be over the moon, right?
Yeah.
What if I gave you $10 million, but tomorrow you couldn't wake up? Would you take it?
No. Fuck no.
So why don't you feel like that every day?
What do you mean?
So you're saying being alive is worth more than $10 million?
Yeah.
So why don't we wake up every day grateful that we're alive? We're always worrying and stressing about money or something. That kind of, like, just think about that. Let it ruminate. Let it sink in. and really feel it, man, because that really, like, you know this already. Everyone knows this. You'd rather be alive
Then have
$10 million.
Yeah.
But we wake up every day, we're in a shit mood, we feel bad. Like, wake up and be grateful, man. I saw this clip from a TikTok, some got saying verbatim pretty much what I just said. But just really think about it. Like, it gave me a lot of perspective, and I feel like it's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you were given this money, you'd feel so happy. But would you rather be alive or would you rather have this money? If you had the choice to choose, pretend you just made that choice yesterday. Pretend someone had a gun to your head and said, do you want $10 million? I'll kill you right now if you take this $10 million, or you can wake up tomorrow. You would have said, I'll rather wake up tomorrow. Pretend that just happened.
Yeah.
Wake up the next day feeling good.
Yeah, but the party I'd have with the 10 mil.
But you'd be dead. You can't get it unless you're dead.
It'd be one last crazy party.
I would party because you'd be dead, not me. So I'd take your 10 mil, you know, in your family name.
It's a good way to put it. It's a good way to put it.
Yeah. Anyway, you got nothing else before we get into Instagram?
No, that's it, man. Pop it up, baby.
We got some good ones, man. Some interesting stuff.
Goat shit.
Thank you to everybody who responds to the Instagram. Thank you. Here's Joey on his story. Let's see what Joey's up to. Oh, he's with his family and a golden retriever.
He'll be back next week, my
Or a
boys.
Labrador, that was. Anyway, everyone's loving Joey.
Let him heal. Let him
Joey
heal.
as our our third little host. Now the thing with Joey
the mascot for the host. For the polls.
With Joey, like today, it's only us two. You know, Joey can't always make it, or you know what I mean. But he's welcome anytime. We might even have guests with Joey. Everything. You know?
Oh yeah,
so
Joey.
Joey's Joey's family, man. He's
our third. I just didn't message Joey about this one because I know that he's just
unwell.
He's recovering and he's just had fucking green liquid shit coming out of his leg.
But yeah, the reception to Joey's been great too. Everyone loves Joey. So, all right, let's get on to it. I said, leave us an interesting question. Just kept it basic this episode. Zexa says, thoughts on the Spanian video I shared. So, what he's talking about. So,
what did Spanian ramble on about?
He was talking about the gays and stuff. And the same thing with the mural, right? What I just realized, he was going on about the mural and the gays and everything, how it's bad for the children. But I don't think Spanian understands that it was private property. Knowing that really changed how I felt the same. I was if the government did this, but once you learn it's private property,
that wasn't the government. It was just some random old gay dude.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it was bad that it was there, but I agree. You know, the gay thing can be a bit pushed onto people. You know, it doesn't need to be. Does Iggy have ADHD? Jezza asks. Do you have ADHD? Do you feel like there's something in your brain that's different to everyone else?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm literally great compared to everyone else. Like I'm like a fucking 3 steps ahead of every cunt. I don't care what anyone says.
3 steps ahead.
Fuck yeah.
Jezza also says, "What's the goal for the podcast this year?" That's a good question. What is the goal?
I think just reaching new people. Like I feel like,
and we have a lot of new people. So shout out to you guys.
I think the goal for me is what I just want to be able to finally have like a podcast, because I know there's already a few out there like Joe Rogan and Steve Will Do It started his own podcast and stuff like that. But I want the podcast to be where anyone can say anything and we just talk about it and debate about it, not this fake shit that you see on Instagram and TikTok where it's people trying to favor an agenda or you know what I mean? Just fake. I just don't want it to be fake.
We are very different.
Yeah, it's just, I want it genuine. That's all I can say, just not fake. That's it.
Because I'm glad you mentioned something, because I see videos on TikTok of the clips of the podcast like we do. But when we post on our socials, it's literally cut clips of us just talking shit. No script, nothing, off the cuff, right? And that's why we get roasted a lot of the time, because we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. But I see clips on TikTok of people who have like planned and written a script and they're like, dude, did you know?
Yeah.
Did you hear about this? And then the other guy's like, what? No way. What do you mean? And then the guy, you know what I mean? It's like they've planned it out. We're just fucking 2 Western Sydney blokes talking shit, man.
100%.
You know what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm talking about too.
100% agree, bro. And you can just tell it's so planned and like they've done it like 3 times. Like that's gay, man. Like I keep saying gay.
It's on your mind, bro.
Not gay, but like that's not cool. Like That's just so fake and phony, and we don't deal with these phony ass fucking pussies around here, right? All right, that's it. Like, we say our opinions. If you don't like it, guess what? Get fucked. We don't give two fucks here. That's it, mate.
But we have we've been a lot.
Today on FireCast, they had a gay mural printed on a fucking pig's cock, and we agree with that agenda because I identify as a hey, they, them black watermelon. Back to you, Dylan.
To answer your question, Jezza, in my opinion, we have been taking it more serious, the podcast, and it's been getting a lot of traction and a lot of new people. I get messages all the time. We see new people. The views on YouTube have been popping off, and we're very grateful. And if you like what we do, thank you, man. And the weekly thing has been a big help too, trying to do it on an actual Friday. Yeah. Before we used to just fuck it. It'd be 3 weeks before we got an episode done, you know. So yeah, we're on the road to 100, well and truly, man. Jezza also says, do you prefer Family Guy videos or South Park on TikTok?
South Park.
I don't see many South Park videos on TikTok specifically, but I do prefer South Park.
South Park is funny.
I do like Family Guy too. But yeah, the B is fucking, you know, giving me the burps and shit. I'm burping, but I'm trying to be fucking, man. You burping the mic. Yeah. But South Park is so funny.
Again, shout out to Mum, bro. Mum got me onto South Park when I was like 10 years old. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? My mum's like, this shit's hilarious. Like, oh, bro.
Jazz Music, shout out to you, bro, says, do you think we can fully control AI? No. I think it can get to a point where it does its own thing.
Yeah. I feel like at the moment we can, but it might eventually get to a point where everyone's worried about where it, like, you know, wakes up and wants to fucking have sex with a human and shit like that. I don't know. This is weird. It's still a bit weird for me how, like, how can the AI do something that a human didn't program it to do? That's what's still a bit unbelievable for me.
But you what you're confused about, so we've programmed it to learn and develop its own ways of doing things. That's all it needs. It learns from its previous things and what people are telling it.
Yeah.
There's going to get a point where it's hands off and it can just go on its own. Fly.
Yeah.
It doesn't need, it's not literally everything we program that it can do. We've programmed it to be able to learn and do its own, develop its own ways of thinking.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. I don't know, it's a bit...
I saw Jordan Peterson talking about porn and AI or something. Did you see that video? I don't remember what he said. He was talking about the implications of, like, I wish I remember what he said. I thought you might have seen it because you like Jordan Peterson, but
I haven't seen that.
You're saying something about fucking AI and porn and, like, I can't remember. Yeah. I honestly can't remember what the fuck he was saying, but yeah, man, it's a scary thing. Hopefully, it's not as big of an issue as everyone thinks, but I feel like it is. Carl Whitehill says, what's the biggest fish you've ever caught? He loves fishing, eh?
Bro, me and him. Shout out, man. Shout out,
He's
Carl,
a mad cunt, man. Shout out to you, bro. I know you're watching, bro.
The cunt goes fishing with a fucking shark rod. And the cunt catches like the little bull sharks and shit,
yeah,
bro.
I've seen his fish, fucking,
yeah. But, fuck, man, honestly, fuck. I'm yet to catch like a 35 centimeter whopper, like kind of thing. I don't think I've ever caught a keeper. So in Australian law, a keeper's like 32 centimeters or 30 centimeters. Not that big, but they get fat. It's like fat. It's heavy. So I'm yet to catch a keeper. It's always, even when we used to go fishing with my granddad, it's always these little fucking little things, and then my granddad would always catch the fucking whopper salmon.
The somehow.
It's because he's probably rigging up his rod for
That's what I was gonna say.
The big fish. He's just giving us a little bitch ass hooks and shit. Like, that's why I'm going fishing tomorrow, Kyle. So I'll send you a message of how I go. But that's what I love about fishing. It's like,
you going fishing tomorrow?
Yeah.
Where you going? Where you going?
Me, Brad, and Diamond are going to either probably Yarramundi. We're going for a river sesh, which we've only been doing saltwater for the past like 2 months this year. But we're going to do our first river sesh. Like, I bought like a new lure.
What time are you going?
Probably go... We said we don't want to go early because we want to sleep in. So probably, I don't know, 10, 11 maybe. Fuck. Oh, you want to come?
Oh,
I
got a day off, man. I kind of want to, but...
We're going to get for a drink, for a photo.
We're going for a house inspection, and then we're going to a Weller's house probably later in the afternoon.
For what? Like
to rent.
Oh, just for Euros and...
We've been looking, yeah.
Looking. Yeah? Okay.
But fuck, That sounds so fun. I miss fishing. I love fishing. I love golf. I don't do any of them ever. I wish I could, but
because for river fish, like the fishing, it's actually so people think it's just throwing a line in, and people go, "Oh, it's so boring." You just sit there, but like,
takes skill.
Especially if you're going river fishing, it's not boring because you got to like. That's why it's called going for a flick. You've got to like throw it in, flick, reel, flick. You got to make it. You got to make your lure look like it's alive to attract the fish. You can't just throw a lure in and just sit there with fucking tongue hanging out your mouth. No, it's not going to do anything. You got to make it look like it's a swimming animal or a swimming bait, and then it attracts the big fish and shit. Saltwater can do the same shit, but a little bit different. But that's why for river fishing, I bought like a new lure in that. So I'm going to try actually fucking catch a fish while I'm doing shit rather than just sitting there waiting. So that's why I But I'll message you, Kyle, anyway, bro. So
we should go fishing. I want to come sometime.
Bro,
I probably won't come tomorrow, but we should next week.
Bro, me and Brad went fishing every weekend in January, and then we went the first 2 weeks of Feb, and then we've missed the past 2 weeks. Well, we've like because me and Brad said we're like, fuck, we want a new hobby before Europe that we don't have to spend money every weekend.
So you can go out still and do something fun.
Fishing. Yeah. Yes, you spend a couple $100 on a decent rod and that, but you do it once.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It's one time.
One investment.
One time, and then you can keep those rods until you got kids and pass them on. You know what I mean? So,
but the biggest fish I've caught was those manta rays we caught a long time ago.
Oh yeah,
fishing with Dad.
Yeah.
Every time we threw the rods in, we'd bring out a fucking manta ray. Those fucking weird things.
Oh yeah, there's
not
like
a manta ray.
It's like a guitar thing.
Yeah, guitar. They call it a thing. I don't know. That's what we're calling them, I think. But those weird things, they're pretty big and heavy. But Megalodon says, if you had to give up something important in order to become successful, what would it be? That's a tough question. What do you mean? What determines important? What determines success?
Yeah, that's a good
I'm assuming. Let's assume he means like super successful. We can live off what we love to do.
Live off what we do. Yeah.
What would you give up in order for that to happen? Like a blood sacrifice of something you love. Star Wars. Say you could never watch any Star Wars associated with Star Wars.
No, that's not happening.
Fuck, I don't know.
That's hard.
That is a hard question, bro.
Honestly,
beer. So you couldn't have any beer ever, but you were successful.
That's definitely not happening. That's a good question because I feel like I don't know. I want success, but not to the point where I'd sacrifice someone or something I love.
I'm happy, man.
I may sacrifice. Like I'm still happy nonetheless. I just want, like, I don't even want success. Like, I want money, man. That's it, man. That's it. Like Park once said, man, fuck the fame. I just want money. I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be. I don't want to go out my house and have paparazzis and fucking weird cunts follow me around. I don't care about any of that shit. I don't want to go on TV shows. I don't want to do interviews. I don't care. I want to be able to sit in this room doing this shit, but I've got fucking $100,000 in the bank. That's it. That is it. That's the only thing I'm trying to strive for. But it's a very difficult question. I personally don't think I could sacrifice anything that I love for it. I want to just do it genuine and just by working hard and being able to teach myself.
And we'll get there.
We'll get there, man. Like I'm close, man. I'm telling you, I'm close. Like,
Oz Collective says, don't you think Oz rap always been divided? There's two very different styles of Oz rap, but it's kind of Oz rap's been quiet lately. I feel
it's
been quiet, man. We 2016 we had a run, man.
2016
to 2020 even.
That run was great. That's when we first started releasing stuff too. That's why we had a little bit of a wave, a bit of a thing to ride.
Chilling it, Wombat, they were popping off. Everyone was popping off.
The thing is, right, I saw this clip.
Drill too was popping up.
I saw this clip on TikTok too, where these guys were like doing a podcast and they're like, "Drill's not dead. Drill's not dead. It is fucking dead.
It's dead." I saw a clip 1-4 posted, and they're like, then latest video shoot or something. Everyone's roasted him because they're like, he's walking down the street and he's got like backup dancers doing like in the street. There's like all these backup dancers in like a fucking morph suit or some shit, and they're like dancing like all they're like, what the fuck? Like it was supposed to be like tough, and then they got these backup dancers doing like Disney dances and shit.
It's gone. Even Oz rap, man, it's gone. Like we had the wave, we had that opportunity, we had the spotlight on us,
and you junkies spoiled it. Like
and we fucking ruined it with the fucking Shane, fucking 276 went down the street and fucking like it's cool, and it's I'm for the culture and shit because it's what our culture is, and there's a lot of people who had a rough time on our streets, right? there is. You can't deny that. I'm not saying that there's people out there who didn't have a rough upbringing and stuff, but we had that spotlight, we had the opportunity, and then the thing is, when you get that spotlight and opportunity, you've got to then
maintain it.
Not just maintain it, but that's then the chance to do something great. Okay, the attention's on us now. Okay, what do we do now? Oh, okay, let's release an album about me rapping about doing drugs. Okay. You did that, and that's what kind of got us the spotlight with the Aussie lifestyle and the Sydney streets, yada yada yada. Okay, cool. They don't want to hear it again. They don't care about you popping 20 pingers and being depressed and writing a rap in your fucking note in your phone notes. None of us give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Like, and sure as hell, the American audience and the UK audience that we had the attention of don't give a fuck. You did it, and you drawed their attention in. That's when then you got to go, all right, bang, and again. It's hard because I couldn't even tell you how to do that. But you got to do something fucking magnificent. And the honest truth is, we don't have that talent down here.
What you're saying is right. You got to bring out the party more normal tracks that people...
Yeah.
It's not appealing. I don't care what people say. I've said this for a long time, and I've debated with people before on Instagram and shit. The Aussie lifestyle and the way we live down here as Aussies is not appealing to Americans. It just isn't. Maybe the UK a little bit more. We're very similar in a lot of ways. But to Americans, it is two completely different worlds. Even just the way we talk and the way we are in like TV and shows and stuff, they don't like it. It's not there. It's not for the Americans. It's just not. So once you get that spotlight, like you're saying, you have to release a more just a track they can vibe to, an album of songs that's like Drake or that's like Fetty Wap, some fun, light-hearted party type of relatable shit. They can get past the accent. Yeah, they can get past that, but the lifestyle's way too different.
The drugs, the bongs, the TNs, the mullets, it's not...
Yeah, they love weed and all that shit over there too, and drugs as well over there, but it's... The way they talk about it and go about things is so different to Australia.
Yeah,
it's so different. Like, it's just not the same.
Like, I don't know. Like, we had, personally, like I said, we had the opportunity and we blew it.
Even UK Central Seed, is popping off with the Doja song, and he almost kind of had, it's the same thing with the UK. The lifestyle and the way we live, it's very different to Americans. It doesn't appeal to them. It just doesn't.
And unfortunately, if you want to get rich and successful in music, you need an American fan base. I'm sorry. You need an American fan base, and then from there it spans a little bit into Europe and that, but it always starts in America because there's just so many of those fucking goofy ass fuckers. I reckon so. I think you want an American fan base, man.
I think, well, obviously, if you're going for like Kid Leroy type of levels of success, he's a perfect example of what we're talking about.
Exactly.
He's Americanized. Same with fucking Margot Robbie. Same with fucking...
They're American Aussies.
They've been Americanized, but you can be very successful just in Australia. No one in America knows who the fuck Chillin' It is. Obviously, he's got fans over there.
Exactly.
We even have fans overseas in America too. But on a grand scale, like Chillin' It is a very successful Australian artist who's just in it local.
Yeah.
He's living off what he does. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean by you don't need millions of listeners to be successful. You can do what you love. Yeah, you can be comfortable
and do what you love.
Thousand, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, it is divided.
But it's always been divided. And then just quickly before we move on to another reason why it's so divided is because then you got the gatekeepers, the people who then like love Chillin' It, for example, Chillin' It fans, and they only think that Chillin' It's music's good. Like that's like again,
and they bag people for liking something. Yeah, different.
Like we don't care, don't give a fuck, no one gives a fuck. And to be quite honest, like we said, no one fucking knows who Chillin' It is. Like no one except us. Like, you really think in America they listen to Chillin' It? No. You ask them who Chillin' It is, they go, who the fuck is that? You show them a Chillin' It video and they go, yuck.
Obviously,
you know what I mean?
We're generalizing too, because I know there's a big fan base of Chillin' It in the UK and even in America overseas, but we're generalizing.
Like
on a bigger scale.
Yeah. The constant, like
I got to piss, but while I piss, you can think about this. It says, TJM Records fan page says, are we in a bad time at the moment with all the drama happening against Andrew Tate?
Meow 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 meow. So the question was, what do we think of
Andrew Tate?
Yeah, see, the only thing that's worrying me is how quiet it's all now. It's like they're trying really hard to keep it under wraps, and it's kind of making me a little nervous.
But I saw a recent video of Tristan leaving court, and he was smiling and laughing and shit.
So that's why they paid the Romanian government to fucking arrest them and fucking, you know what I mean?
But I'm sure they'll be back
Very
soon, and it'll be cool when they come back and start
yeah.
doing interviews and podcasts and shit again.
Yeah.
Cool, but
Well, I fucking hope so.
I think so, but we'll see anyway.
They'll be right, man. They'll be right.
Then I said, how much money do you think you spend in a month? It's very close, man. 24% less than 1K, 24% 1 to 2K, 24% more than 2K, 28% more than 5K. That is
28% for more than 5K?
6 votes less than 1K, 6 votes 1 to 2K, 6 votes more than 2K, 7 votes for more than 5K.
That's cap. I don't know anyone who makes that much money. So whoever that is, you're lying.
Well,
Sorry.
maybe not, man. More than 5K in a month?
That's a lie.
Um,
No way. No way. That's a lie.
Some people make that money, man. They're spending it. They're not living lavish. 5K in a month's not by any means
5K
rich,
in a month. It's not rich, but it's like, what are you spending your fucking
Bills,
money on?
mortgage.
Oh, okay. So we're adding bills in this. I thought you meant as in like you're spending money.
How much do you spend in a month in general?
Oh,
Your bills come
fuck.
through. How much you spend? I'm probably 1 to
9 grand.
2K.
I'd be between 1 to 2, I reckon, because me and my missus like eat out like once a week and go to the movies maybe.
You know, I'm trying to be better with that. This week, like last week, I've started very meal prepping and shit.
Yeah, that's what me and my missus, we're trying to do it because of Europe and that, bro. I'll go to Europe in like 3 months.
Yeah, I know. But I don't know what the FireCast is gonna be going for a long time.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be like the only thing I can think of, man. We're gonna have to have like a big session where we do like
A lot of episodes.
Yeah, and we try to then back them up.
We should back up at least a little bit.
Yeah, we have to. We literally have to start like
Maybe
within the next couple
maybe
weeks.
not even every week, but
just have like, so if I'm
every
gone
2
for,
weeks.
If I'm gone for 6 weeks, 3 of those weeks
have something.
I'll have episode of fortnight instead of every week kind of thing.
We could do that.
Well, we have to, because I don't want to fucking have a 6-week break.
I don't want
Fuck
to
that.
And that means you're gonna have to upload them before you leave too, and set them to
Yeah.
upload,
Exactly.
which we can do. That's not hard.
We
Man.
can do it.
We can
just
even
need-
do it. But when are you leaving?
I think June. The end of June 28th or something.
June. We have time to do. We could do 6 from now to June.
Yeah.
It's only March.
I'm sure with Joey's help too, he'll be gladly, because he's coming with me, so he needs to help us fucking.
But it's gonna be hard to, because we do a normal episode weekly. Then when are we gonna? We're gonna do like 2 episodes a week.
That's why we're going to have
The
to
normal episode and the
just
backup episode.
do what the safe boys do. They do it all the time. If they know that the week after they're busy, they'll just, so example, if this episode goes for an hour and a half, we need to just fucking do a fucking 3-hour session where we do 1 episode now and this, do another one, and that's our backup one.
I could do that too.
Only thing is we have to bring like a lot of points. Like, so we plan it. So say, okay, in say 3 weeks, we'll do 2 episodes in a night. So that's when we both know, okay, fuck, actually note down like a whole bunch of points and stuff that we can talk about, and then
We'll do something though. I think it doesn't even have to be a full episode. We could even do like a best bits. Just something.
yeah, just
upload something.
just
you know?
something, yeah.
A best bits would be fun too. Like how you did. I loved how you did those intros.
The funniest
Yeah.
intros, man. They were crack up,
That's
mate.
cool.
They were
We
funny.
should do more of that.
I think
type
that
of
was
shit.
Jess's idea too, man. I
Was
think
it?
he said, yeah. I think he messaged me. He's like, bro, you should do like a best intros because we were just doing stupid shit all the time.
Yeah, we should do more of that kind of thing. But
Yeah. Fuck, but looking for all the best bits would take forever.
you have to,
Fuck,
because you don't know the timestamps.
Yeah, like fuck that.
This is a good one. I said, who's a famous person you can't stand? All right, I got a good answer for this. Zexa says Megan Fox. I don't like her that much, but you know. Zexa also says Justin Bieber. Also says the Kid Leroy. Says MGK. Eminem murked him on Killshot. Jezza says Sam Smith, The Weeknd, and any female rapper. Jazz Music says Lizzo.
Oh, bro. I gotta agree with that, bro.
Mum says the Kardashians. Lyrics by Lions says Anne Hathaway gives real diva vibes. I kind of like Anne Hathaway, but yeah, I see what you mean though. Oyen Jessica says Taylor Swift. Carl Whitehill says all of them. Jared
All of them.
Cremona says the Kardashians. Megalodon says the media, woke dickheads who can't think for themselves. Holloway says Sam Smith as well.
Amen.
And TJM Records says opposite of this, Andrew Tate saved traditional men. So he's saying who he likes the most there. But who is a celebrity you can't stand?
Oh, like
You know who I can't fucking stand? I'm not one to hate. I'm really not. But the fucking dance monkey Tones and I hate that stupid voice she sings in. I fucking hate it. They always used to play the fucking dance monkey, when it gets you down.
yeah.
You ever seen the rain? I just hate that fucking voice. Like, sing normally. What is that dumb voice? What are you rapping? You're singing in a baby voice. Her voice just gives me the fucking, it makes me, why do people like that? Turn that shit off, man. And it gets you down and you feel okay. You never seen the rain. Oh, fuck, I hate that shit. Her is my answer. Tones and I.
She's probably a lovely lady.
Fuck you, man.
She's probably a lovely lady.
I respect the hustle, and I respect that she came up busking or whatever that story is. But the voice,
that made up story that she fucking
that dumb voice, I can't stand the voice, man. It's fucking irritating. Hate that shit.
See, I'm different because I love everybody and everyone. I don't hate anyone.
And a lot of answers for Sam Smith. Have you seen how he's changed? Sam Smith, if you look at his he used to be skinny and like...
He's a dickhead.
Wasn't out there at all.
And now all of a sudden
Now
he's got the
fat,
fucking
blonde
fat
hair.
earrings and he's wearing fucking... he's a fucking idiot.
Have you seen the video of him talking about fishing? Like, they're talking about fishing and they're like... He's doing like a good morning talk show in like in the UK. And they're saying, oh... I heard you like fishing, or you like fishing. He's like, oh yes, I'd make a great fish of them. I'd love to be a fish of them. I'd go out and he's saying fish of them, and he keeps making it a point to say fish of them.
What's fish of them?
Like instead of a fisherman, fishermen, fish of them.
Oh, fish of them.
Fish of them.
Oh,
Like-
get fucked, mate. I'm telling you, you see the cunt was wearing fucking garbage bags, the big puffed up garbage bags, bro. What the fuck?
It used to be normal though.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's probably sold his soul, or he's people like him are the problem with the whole gay community because they just again, none of us give a fuck, mate. Like, we don't care. Just be yourself and be cool, and the rest of us will treat you cool. But he's out there fucking wearing garbage bags, like fucking. These people are lucky I'm not at these award shows and he's wearing this garbage bag because I'd go up with a little pin and just go
Pop the garbage bag.
mate, I'm telling you, I'd be fucking throwing banana peels at these motherfuckers. Like, fuck these cunts, man.
But I just thought it was so weird. He used to be even look at his album covers.
Yeah,
You see the
they're just
change.
getting twisted,
It's
like more
super
darker and
strange.
darker. He's a dickhead.
Like, he used to be skinny. He was a skinny guy. But anyway, then I said, are you concerned about AI and tech in the future? It's 50-50. 8 votes yes, 8 votes no.
Again, people just don't know, man.
They don't know what's coming.
People got no fucking idea. When you lose your fucking job to a robot, then they're gonna go, I'm fine, cuz
We need universal basic income. Anyway, the best cheat day meal / snack.
Pussy.
Jezza says a zinger box. Jezza also says a bag. Jazz Music says zinger box cunt. Mum says burger. Dakota Jones Ross says sub snack red rooster. Jared Cremona says frangos.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. I'm addicted to that shit, man. He knows, bro.
Megalodon says props mum. Holloway says
Personal spaces, mum.
Holloway says Sanchuro snack pack. Sanchuro's like chocolate and churros and shit. I didn't know that snack pack. Never heard of that. And then Debates says beer. Beer's a good one. A lot for Zinger Box and KFC. KFC is so overrated.
Nah, see, it's
so overrated.
See, Colonel, the thing about Colonel is it's the same shit. It's so good until you eat it.
I don't think so.
But the drumstick's fucking yum.
It's not crunchy, man.
Yeah.
It's never crunchy. It's always like soft, soggy fucking chicken skin. I want a crunchy fried chicken. I want it to be crunchy. KFC's always like dog shit. They give it to you. It's like soft, fucking slimy shit. I like KFC very rarely.
Yeah,
but
yeah, for me, it's like a
overrated.
once every 2 months. I don't.
Overrated.
You know, you got those cunts who eat it like they're eating it every day at work and shit. I'm not. Fuck that.
Hungry Jack's JFC, man, so good. The JFC cheesy bacon Jack's fried chicken burger, so good. Even Red Rooster, so good. I take Red Rooster, I take Hungry Jack's over KFC any day. Even Macca's. I eat Macca's way more than I eat KFC. Macca's need to change the menu though. It's
same shit for
they
the
need
past
something.
15 years. Fucking.
They need something, man. Something. Then I said, embarrassing song you love to bump when the homies aren't around. I have too many, I think. Jezza says, anything by Kylie. Carl Whitehill says, Heart of Glass by Blondie. I don't know what that is. Dakota Jones Ross says, Ed Lego House. I don't know that either. Megalodon says, I embrace what I like proudly. Fuck anyone's opinion. But for me, hit me baby one more time.
Like full dancing and shit to it.
What's your songs, man? I got a few, bro.
I don't really hide them. I just play whatever.
I don't hide them either. They're
Like
just
I don't have any weird. Like if a song's a bit weird to me, I still will just crank it. I don't give a fuck. Like,
Smile by Lily Allen. I've been.
oh, bro, I crank that all the time.
When you first left me, I was wanting more, but you were fucking that girl next door. What you do that for?
What you do that? Yeah,
I'll be in the gym pumping that shit, bro. Also,
thrusting and shit as you fucking.
Clumsy by Fergie. That's another one too.
Oh yeah,
You got me
clumsy.
tripping,
Yeah.
stumbling. Oh, I got a lot. And also, what's more embarrassing is I listen to a little bit of like video game kind of music. Like I got.
The Sega theme song and shit.
This is a bit embarrassing. I got, it's a song. It's the Minecraft song, right? Because I listen.
Yeah.
I like a lot of lo-fi, like let my mind like in the cosmos.
Minecraft lo-fi.
And if you listen to fucking Sweden, the song is called Sweden. It's a Minecraft song. It's such a beautiful little like piano, like so good. And then I also listen to a little bit. I say listen. I don't listen to these very rarely. They're always on skip usually, but they're in my playlist, all right? I'll be lying if I said they weren't in my playlist.
He's listening to the theme
I
song.
listen to, it's the music from Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, there's a band called Crush 40, right? And they did like the Music Man for Sonic. But like, bro, it's good music, man. The songs are
This
good,
guy
bro.
literally listens to video game music.
Very rarely, all right? They're just in the playlist. I've never listened to them, but they're in there, I would enjoy, even, I know Aussie Slang, shout out to you, bro, I know this, Giorno's theme. He knows what I'm talking about. Giorno's theme, the fucking piano bit at the end, that's in my playlist too, man. I got a lot of wild shit in there.
Fucking
But,
hell.
I can't say I listen to them. It's not
Fucking
like a
nerds.
daily thing I'm bumping, but
Fucking hell.
anyway. Then I said on the topic, how is your music organized? Different playlists for each mood/occasion, or one massive playlist with all genres and songs mixed? And it's 50-50.
Oh, yeah?
9 votes for different playlists for each occasion and 9 votes for one massive playlist. Now, for me, it's all just one big fuck off playlist.
Oh, really? Fuck that.
I have a different playlist for like the lo-fi stuff when I get in the mood or meditate or whatever. But it's just the same. Those songs are also in my main playlist.
Oh, so it's one big playlist, but then you separate them in case you want to find it. Yeah, that's normal.
But I only have like a lo-fi playlist. But yeah, it's just one big fuck off playlist. But I know some people just have the different playlists.
Yeah, no, so mine, I've got one big playlist, which is like, everyday music. Kind of, I call it hip-hop / everything, right? So it's basically like, like your Lily Allen and fucking Black Eyed Peas and fucking shit like that. Then I've got rap, which is like my harder stuff, which is like Eminem, Tech 9, shit like that. Then I've got my Latino, which is all my Spanish stuff. And then dance music, which is like my house and my party music, and that's it. They're my only playlists I listen. Oh, and I've got one more, which is rock. So my heavy metal, like fucking, I saw you walk away, like shit like that. But that playlist I only listen to when I'm like, gonna go like play sport, when I need to get fucking G'd up and shit. Yeah, and like I want to fucking rip some guy's cock off or something.
Well, I only have the only playlist I really listen to is that main playlist. It's a massive fuck off playlist of just I saw the other day. I think it's like 78 hours of music or something. But it's just everything I ever like Every song in the video game music, everything's in there. The lo-fi, then the Tech 9, the Eminem, all that shit's in one playlist. That's what I listen to pretty much all the time. If I feel like listening to a song, I scroll through, click the song. But then I also have a lo-fi vibes playlist, which is all that, ethereal shit. And then that's pretty much it. I have Espanol, of course, but I rarely use that. Because they're also in my main playlist.
To be honest,
so everything's just from the main playlist, really.
I feel like I'm listening to my Spanish playlist a lot more lately.
Spanish music's so good.
Always pumping Spanish
music is so good.
It's so good.
I don't know what's in the blood, what's in the food.
It's just the fucking drums,
we
man.
got it right, man.
It's just the drums.
We got it right. But yeah, and then I also have like a karaoke playlist which I only bust out at Christmas. Every song that I want to sing for karaoke.
The same 10 songs every fucking year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also have a party playlist, which again I don't use. If I ever have to go to a party where you need music to appeal to everybody, then you have like the party song. But I've never used it. I never use the fucking Spanish playlist. I never use any other playlist because it's all in the main playlist anyway. Every song I like to listen to is in that main playlist.
Yeah.
Every song I've ever slightly enjoyed is in that playlist. When I'm in the car, everything I just put on the same fucking shit. That's it. That's all I got, man.
I've got one more thing from the Discord. M16 says, did you know that M16 has a single out called Entourage? Yes, a new song from Discord member M16. So shout out you. And he says, what's the gayest thing you've ever done?
What is with the homosexuality these days? I know a lot of men, young men and stuff. It's a lot of camaraderie and you joke with your homies and you say gay stuff or you do gay things as a joke. But I'm not even like that. I'm very toned down. Like you hang out with the boys and shit and the boys make gay jokes and stuff. I'm never one to make the gay jokes. I'm never one to do that. I just never have.
Yeah.
You're different because even on this podcast you say a lot of gay stuff.
Yeah.
So what's the gayest thing you've ever done?
I sucked a dick once. No, I'm kidding. Fuck that. Can you imagine? That'd be fucking so weird.
You might not be
so
lying.
weird and gross.
How will I know if you're lying or not? Maybe you just confessed and now you regret it.
That could be my secret confession.
You're covering it up as a joke.
It could be.
How would I know?
We just never know.
I would never know. You'd never know. Only he knows. And the guy whose dick he sucked.
Yeah, no, I don't know, man. Fucking nothing really.
Yeah, well, I'm not gay at all.
I do love the gay joke though. It's my second favorite joke.
Why would you like a man? I always think about that too. Like a woman's body, a woman is so nice to look at. They look so good. But then a man is like a big, hairy, fat ape, like, and girls are supposed to like.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, man, we don't shave.
Like
We got
Sam
hair
Smith
on
and
our
shit,
arms.
yeah.
Even
that.
girls, they shave their armpits. They shave their arms. They do
Yeah.
shit you don't even think about. I got fucking hairy toes and shit. Fucking, you know what I mean? I feel bad for women because, like, we're supposed to be good looking to them. Like, we look like shit.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But a woman is, like, so nice to look at. Perfect. But man, fat, hairy ape, fucking
And
smelly,
fucking gay Neanderthal.
Yeah, women got the short end of the stick.
Fucking hell, man. Well, that's it, I guess. Do you have anything else? That's it from me.
All done.
Fuck, it feels good to be back. Woo! Good. What episode is this, by the way?
56, I think.
Thank you so much for episode 56 of FireCast.
We'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Adios.